of 2025. I'm Simon.
Whoa, that's rude.
We present our picks.
Jesus, that's not nice.
This episode,
we present our picks for the best films and TV shows of 2025.
We also examine the controversial Steve Rogers Avengers Doomsday teaser, while also discussing YouTube's new contract to take over the Academy Award broadcast coverage for the 2029 Oscars.
And we review Wake Up Dead Man. Is this good enough impression for you?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And we review Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, a Very Jonas Christmas Movie, and a Polar Express movie, the Christmas movie by Robert Zemeckis.
That's amazing. With new episodes airing every two... Oh, you wanted to do this?
No, you can do it. Do it.
No, I'm doing it. With new episodes airing every 2 weeks on Tuesdays, this is Split Focus, a film and TV podcast.
I'm Simon Eady.
And I'm Adrian Pinter. Welcome.
Oh.
Welcome.
We're stepping all over each other.
Welcome to episode
126.
126.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, if it isn't my married friend Simon, Dennis Eady. You're married now. How's life? How is your marriage? How is your wedding? How is life? Look at that wedding band on, dude.
It is. It's exciting. It is a wedding band, and it is good. It is great. It has been good. I've been married for a week and a few days at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think now. We're in the limbo time, Adrian. We're in the limbo time between Christmas and New Year's. We have arrived. A time in which I'm not normally off work, but I am actually off work for the first time in 10 years during this period. We both worked retail for a long time, and I'm still working retail in an adjacent fashion, but I got lucky this year. And I'm not working retail, which is really cool. But yeah, the married life is good. The ceremony was very quaint, small, kind of sweet, short and sweet. We did a dinner at Langdon Hall in Cambridge, Ontario. We both live in Canada, of course. But it was very small, the dinner, with just mainly family. My side, specifically only family. And then Dawn
who did
had
Dawn bring?
A couple lifelong friends she brought.
Oh,
and
nice.
And then some family as well, which was nice. But yeah, very small, 9 people. But it was very good. Langdon Hall is crazy. They serve the food all at once, which was so awesome. It's such an awesome there's an orchestrated kind of choreographed element of it. I don't know if you've ever been to a group dinner like that where they do that, where they all set the plates down in the exact same moment. It's really, really cool. Because even if you go to Langdon Hall, which I'd recommend, I can't remember if you said you did go.
I worked there briefly. I had a co-op.
Oh yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah. That's so awesome that you worked there, and that was what kind of turned you off of that experience. Where is that what you said? You didn't think the restaurant experience was for you?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what made me realize I didn't want to be.
It's intense.
Yeah,
you were in the back though. You were in the chefistry room, the kitchen as they call it.
Yeah, that is typically what they call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, they all put the servers will put the plates down at the exact same moment. It's just something about that. And the food was delicious. Everyone was kind of blown away, which is what we wanted. We wanted to create an experience for my family members and the people attending, because we just didn't feel like they had that kind of experience before, and we thought that was going to be kind of good. It was just kind of honoring, people in our family essentially.
Yeah.
As a celebration of our wedding in some way. But yeah, it was cool. It was awesome. I really liked it. But yeah, now I'm married. Now I got to wear this ring, which is too big for me.
Oh, is it?
I discovered too late. Yeah, I don't know if my hands when we chose it, it might have just been warmer. And so as a result, over time, because your hands kind of shrink in the winter a little bit. And so I think that's what happened. My bones and my skin just is not swelling up as much as it would in the spring and summer. So I think I have to go get it resized. I was tempted to not do this, but I think it makes sense because I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, that's fair. Where'd you get it from?
We just went to the Stone Road Mall.
Charm?
We did do Charm, yeah.
I did Charm as well for mine. Just a standard gold band. I don't know
Yeah,
what the
it's
width
just
is. I actually don't have it on right now. Do you sleep with yours on?
Yeah, I'm always wearing it.
Oh no, I take mine off at night. Like,
Oh, okay.
and then I just forgot to put it on this morning, so I'm gonna go grab it.
I
Actually,
take it off to wash my hands. Are you gonna run and get it? Yeah, do it.
yeah, I'm gonna go run and get it. I feel weird not wearing it. I usually put it on every morning,
Quickly.
but today is just a lazy day because like I'm off as well.
Right,
And
yeah, that's good.
yeah, like my wife, I almost said fiance. My wife and I were just kind of chilling, eating like Christmas leftovers. So we had like a nice little relaxing morning. Made a little bit of food. We had like leftover like salmon. So what I did, Simon, is I made like like tuna salad essentially. I just did tuna salad but salmon salad.
Oh,
which
that's
is
good. Like you think canned? It was canned, or you had extra salmon that was fresh and then you made it?
It was an extra cooked salmon.
Oh,
like
cool.
Fresh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet,
So
yeah,
just
that's great.
chopped up some green onions, some pickles, some capers,
Ooh.
added some dill, some mayonnaise, lemon juice.
Sounds good.
Mixed it up, dude.
You're making me hungry.
Hey, man, we got a long show ahead of us, maybe. You can't eat. You can't eat. No, if you need to get a snack, just go get a snack.
No, go get your ring.
Okay,
I'm going to try
be
to
very
entertain
quick.
the audience. I'm not even going to do the
12 seconds.
ticking clock.
12
All
seconds.
right, 12 seconds. I'm
Maybe
timing
less.
it.
Probably more than 12 seconds.
I doubt it's going to be 12 seconds. He's now left the room. Adrian has run out of the room. I will describe his room.
I feel like that was
to
about
you.
12 seconds.
There's-
I feel like that was
Oh,
about
wow,
12
it's back
seconds. About 12 seconds there. Was that 12 seconds?
Yeah. I had a bunch of filler content that I was trying to work my way through, but you were so fast that I didn't have to say it. Thank God, because it was boring.
Okay.
But anyway, okay, cool.
But that's awesome, dude. I'm so happy that you had a wonderful little wedding day and like a wonderful dinner with your family and Dawn's closest friends.
Yeah.
Thought I was one of Dawn's like lifelong friends, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Because she hasn't known me all of her life, but that's fair.
Yeah, that was the parameter that was required, I guess.
No, it's cool, man. I'm very happy for you guys. That's awesome. Yeah, it's interesting because I've been married, I guess, just a week and a bit longer than you, week and 1 day longer than you, and it's the further you get away, the more you miss it, and it's like, oh man, I wish I want that day was awesome. It's like fantastic, It's like very happy.
Oh, the day itself. I see. Yeah.
Yeah. And you think about it. Am I coming in too hot? I feel like.
Uh-oh.
My bars are way higher. Yeah.
It does look like that. Did your mic change again?
I don't think so.
It would have been the internal Windows settings.
You think so?
Because you're like double, triple the amount of.
I know. I just noticed that. I'm like, what the heck?
Let's
see.
Gonna cause a nightmare if you could fix it now.
Let's find out.
Live while we're doing this.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Where are
man.
we?
Yeah, I did notice that. And I was like, my waveforms are very small in contrast to you.
I know. I feel like usually we're quite similar, but I'm coming in huge. So here, let's go.
Yeah. Do you have a picture of what you're supposed to be at? This is really great radio right here. We're creating some just fantastic
Yeti microphone.
Everyone will be so enthused to hear us talk about
it. I keep it at 55. Like it's at 55.
Huh. And your mic didn't change up the gain? It didn't move?
I don't remember changing it.
That's
all right. Is this any better? I feel like this is not much better. La 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 la.
It's clipping at the top.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna just decrease this volume then. Okay, is this better? Oh. Now it's almost too low. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow?
That's better. Where'd you move it to? Where'd you shift?
How now, brown cow?
You're just shifting the gain on the actual microphone?
Dude, so weird. So yeah, I put the gain back. I went into my sound settings. It's at 55.
Yeah.
I dropped it to 40, dropped down like crazy. I put it back to 55, and now I'm back to 55, but it's
No, it's correct.
Yeah. So I think maybe the setting was just it was lying. Is my point.
Okay. Well, thank you for fixing it, because I'm sure you were. Well, the audience will not notice that it was loud because I would have fixed it in post.
No.
So I would have fixed that problem, but it would have been a really bad quality, most likely. We'll see. Well, I mean, they can be the judge. You can be the judge if you listen back to it for the first 8 minutes.
I'll let you know, dude. I'll let you know.
But yeah, okay. Well, yeah, it was good. It was beautiful. It was a good time, my friend.
You're beautiful.
Christmas just happened. Oh, thank you. You too. We did Christmas. We had Christmas here in Canada and the rest of the world. It's over now. It's Boxing Day. We're recording this on the 26th. Boxing Day is a holiday in Canada. And Yeah, it's cool. Your Christmas was good, I assume.
Yeah, it was really nice, man. Christmas Eve, it's like regular dinner at my parents' place. So just like a big extravagant meal. I was there all day helping cook, got a bunch of stuff going, and then
Nice,
like people come by. Obviously, my wife was there. Her mom always comes every year for the past. This would have been year 3 that she came, which is really nice. It's
sweet,
kind of like merging the families a little bit. And
cool.
then typically we do Christmas Day at her mom's house, but like her no, like my wife, her nona, her grandma is not feeling particularly well this year. She's kind of feeling
Oh,
dizzy and wasn't really up for like a Christmas dinner. So we just ended up like hanging out with Cassandra's mom for the evening. Nothing extravagant. We brought some leftovers over, some cabbage rolls specifically. I made cabbage
sweet.
rolls from scratch for the first time
Oh wow,
because my mom
first time
always
ever.
makes it. Yeah, like my mom
Okay,
always makes it, and I mean she helped me. She was showing me how to make it, like the family recipe per se,
awesome.
and I wrapped all the little cabbages. So like on the Sunday of this week, went over to my mom's house and rolled like 60 fucking cabbage rolls, dude.
Oh wow, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, so we cooked a bunch for Christmas, and then like I have some frozen in my freezer right now. So like if I'm ever feeling
Yeah,
cabbage
this
rolls, mm,
this is like the Serbian cabbage roll. I know that
mhm.
there's like different versions of cabbage rolls that have like tomato sauce in them. I'm assuming that's
Yeah,
not it. It's like you got the pickled cabbage type
exactly,
situation. You got the meat on the inside with the rice kind of filling on the right on the side of the ground
exactly,
beef. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Have you
pickled the
had
cabbage, I'm sure, for a long time.
yeah, like because yeah, I mean you're Croatian, so I imagine that's how like your grandma and family made it as well, right? Yeah, okay, that makes
My
sense.
grandmother would make them every year
Mhm.
religiously, and there would always be like a smell of cabbage in
Oh, dude,
in the basement
yeah, I
from
love cabbage
that
rolls,
for
dude.
that period of time when it was getting like pickled and then
Did
made.
did you guys also call it Sodoma?
No, well,
No.
she was very like she tried to dumb it down for us
Oh, okay,
because we don't
I understand.
speak like you speak Serbian, so like it
I don't
right
really speak Serbian. I speak
or
Hungarian.
Hungarian. My mistake.
Yeah,
But yeah, you play you speak a different language. We just speak
mhm,
English, so
yeah,
she just dumbed it down. So whether she called it that, I don't know because we don't.
yeah.
Yeah, because we don't speak the language. That was the thing. But yeah, they're delicious. I miss it because my grandmother passed away a few years ago. So it's like we don't get that anymore. It's
You
cool.
want me to make you cabbage rolls,
No, I'm not asking. I was not like a weird like
dude?
sympathy
I'm gonna make
plea
you
for you
cabbage
to make
rolls.
cabbage rolls.
I'll make you cabbage rolls. I'll bring you
So how long
some
did it
nice
take you?
cabbage rolls.
Took a long time. Did you pickle the cabbage yourself to prepare it
No,
as
no,
well, or
no.
do you have
Gosh, no.
your mom did that in the meantime in your house, your other house, your old house?
Like back in the day, I think my mom used to, but you can go to like I don't know any European supermarket and they'll have like pre-pickled cabbage, like a full head of cabbage,
Oh,
and then
interesting.
you literally just peel
Okay.
it and then put the meat in it. I
Yeah, I
think when
don't
I was a
think.
kid, at least in Serbia, like whenever I went home, like my grandma would always pickle it. I don't know if my mom ever did. I'm sure she did, but yeah, I don't know. It's easy. You can just buy pre-pickled cabbage,
Interesting.
and then
Yeah, I don't think my baka ever did that. She just made it herself.
that's awesome.
Anyway, yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool. That's sweet, man. That's awesome.
yeah, dude,
So was it delicious? Was
delicious.
it a hit?
It was a hit indeed, Simon. It was a
Nice.
hit indeed. So yeah, it was a really good time, man. And again, I love Christmas. It's a wonderful time of year. This is the first Christmas as a married man in my new house,
Yeah.
which isn't really new. I mean, we're coming up to a year in this house. So I don't know. It was like a lot of firsts. It was really nice. It was like just a really nice Christmas time. And
Yeah.
then yeah, again, spending like Christmas morning, we like drove back to my parents' house, had lunch with them, went back, and we just got to like relax a little bit in our house for 5 hours, and then went over to again Cassandra's mom's house, and then like spent the night here. Played a little bit of Kingdom Hearts on Christmas,
Nice. Sweet.
which is always nice. Cassandra's actually playing through it, so like I'm like
Oh,
we're playing through it together. It's like she's doing it all. I'm sitting next to her. I'm giving her pointers. So like, because again, I
sweet.
know you asked about like, oh, why was she okay with doing Kingdom Hearts music for the wedding? I was like,
Yeah.
I just asked. So she's always shown an interest. So she's like playing through it. We're in Agrabah. She's liking it, dude. She's
Does
liking it.
does playing Kingdom Hearts make you a Disney adult?
I don't know. I don't think so. I would say no, because like I don't know. I feel like a Disney adult is like You're putting on fucking Mickey Mouse ears, going to Disneyland like every year. You know, like you're
Okay.
day one at all the Disney movies.
Right. You're
You
saying
know,
it's the extremes, the very extremes.
yeah. I mean, like,
Okay.
yeah, like I like Disney. You know, obviously, I haven't seen the last like couple Disney movies in theaters, but like, you know, I have a deep fondness for Disney movies and like especially the
Right.
classic Disney movies I grew up on. You know, like your Lion
Sure.
King,
Me too.
Little Mermaid, all of that, like all of
I
us.
love Disney World too, but I haven't been
Yeah,
there in years. I haven't
I've
been there
never
since I was
been.
8.
No,
Yeah.
no, I've never
Haven't been
been.
at all.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I would recommend it, just not for the next 3 years personally, but it's up to you.
yeah, yeah. No, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
but
too bad.
anyways.
Anyway. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, let's go. Let's get into this. This is going to be a
Let's get
pretty
into it,
interesting
dude.
episode. We got a lot of things to talk about today.
Okay.
Let's start into the reviews. What we've been watching this last 2 weeks, Adrian. I will throw it to you. What have you been watching? We didn't watch anything, just to give a preamble. We haven't watched anything together. We intended to go see Is This Thing On, but I don't think it's in our theaters here, and I think it's supposed to actually launch widely in January. I think it's January 9th, somewhere around that period. So
Yeah,
I guess we'll.
exactly. It's at Princess. I think on the 9th or the 16th. I can't remember. I was
It's
looking at
supposed to be wide
showtimes.
release around that time, though. So I
Yeah.
wonder if it'll just be at Cineplex as well.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
So,
but I definitely intend to see
I
that.
do want to see that for sure, man. I'm very excited about that flick. But yeah, I watched a few things, Simon. You know, this last couple of weeks. I'll talk about a couple of things briefly. You know, kind of go through it. So we watched a Very Jonas Brothers Christmas movie, a Very Jonas Christmas or whatever.
Nice.
With, you know, we had just like a little movie night. Our friends came over and we all just kind of sat down and we went through it. And shockingly good, man. It's very funny, genuinely hilarious. I was like, it's a really good comedy. It's about, you know, family, rekindling this friendship, getting home on time to be with your, you know, family, to celebrate Christmas together, and how these three brothers, you know, that have drifted apart over many years.
Three brothers.
Yeah, exactly. With a pair of tomato guns or whatever. And yeah, you know, those three brothers kind of getting back and rebuilding their friendship as brothers. And like, how are they going to make it home in time to spend Christmas with their families is really, you know, the question. And do they? I don't know, Simon. I don't know. But
Don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. But it's all about the journey, and it's genuinely hilarious. I'm not even being facetious. Like I really liked this movie. I think it's very well rated as well, like both critically and audience score wise, which I'm not surprised about. There's a couple of surprise cameos in the movie as well. And yeah, just a good romp. Good Christmas romp. I don't know if this is going to be like a Christmas tradition where we're just going to bring this Jonas Brothers Christmas movie out, but it might be. It might be. Why the heck not? And another thing, I started watching Man on the Inside season 2. We talked about that, how that released on Netflix. Yeah. Cassandra and I decided to hop back into it. I like this second season a lot more than the first season. And I think you were right. You know, pointing out
dementia's a tough topic
to make fun, you know. Yeah.
Well, they're not making fun of it at all.
No. Like
season,
to
but
make
to
it
also try to make it comedic. Yeah,
exactly. I'm not saying make fun of it. I'm saying dementia's a tough topic to make fun. You know.
Oh, fun! As in like, oh, this is really fun. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So yeah, and I think, you know, this new setting for Man on the Inside is much more lighthearted in tone, and it's easier to get behind and like have a good romp. It does talk a lot about, you know, like I don't know, financial disparity, oddly enough, and like kind of the rise of AI and how it's taking jobs, which is a little bit, you know, odd thing to bring up in this show, but it works. You know, there are some characters from the previous season that are still showing up, and you know, there's always there's a dinner party episode, and I always love dinner party episodes. You know, in so many shows, I feel like the dinner party episode can be, you know, either the funniest or the most anxiety inducing or just kind of heartfelt. And I feel like Man on the Inside really, it actually hit all of those beats in that one episode. And yeah, it's really good. I like this. I feel because I was pretty negative on that first season. And I liked it, but I was just like, I don't know. I don't love it. And again, it's dementia's being such a tough topic to be essentially the backdrop for a comedy. Like it's tough, and you're watching, and it's also in an old folks home, and some of these characters are dying, and it's like, man, like this isn't fun. Whereas this one is, Ted Danson's character, he's at a school, like a university, and the head of the university is essentially trying to make friends with a billionaire and get a bunch of funding for the school. And someone is trying to sabotage it. And it's like, who's trying to sabotage, this school getting funding? But it's about like the financial disparity. Like, this billionaire is a bad person. We shouldn't take his money. Like we can, this school was built on a different foundation. So it's essentially Ted Danson being like, I got to figure this out. And yeah, it's good. It's good. It's really good.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I'm glad that this season's better. I feel like it's kind of hitting, I don't want to say on the level of like The Good Place or Michael Schur's other shows, but it's like I can see it starting to find its stride, and I'm enjoying it. So
that's good. That's good. I mean, critics seem to think they found a stride in the first season, to be fair, but for you,
yeah, for me, I guess I should point out exactly.
But yeah, of course.
So yeah, that's really good. And then I watched a couple of other things as well. I'm curious if you watched this movie. Because you got Netflix.
I do now.
Wake Up Dead Man, not a Knives Out mystery. You did?
I did indeed. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's talk about that a little bit, because I watched it and I really, really liked it. I thought it was awesome. I think all the Knives Out movies are quite great. Glass Onion, I honestly don't remember really. I know I watched it, but I don't really remember what happened. And I feel like it's, I guess, the least memorable, because I remember the first one in quite a bit of detail. So I would say I guess Glass Onion is maybe the worst of the three, but it's still an awesome movie. I still remember really liking it. But this one might be my favorite. I want to jump back and rewatch the original Knives Out as well. But this one, I think, is for one, a cool premise and a setup, because it's like this religious backdrop in this small town with this priest that's essentially going crazy, and this other priest that gets sent there who's like the young buck, and trying to solve this like extremism that this priest that's run this town for so long, and try to get this church back on track. And a murder occurs, and who caused the murder, because it seems like an impossible crime. And then, the first like 45 minutes of the movie is like set up to that point until Benoit Blanc shows up. And, Daniel Craig, I think, does an amazing job as Benoit Blanc. I really like him as a character, but I like him as a character the most in this one because I feel like you get a little bit more background on his viewpoints on certain things, on his viewpoints on religion specifically, because again, it's taking place in like a Catholic church a lot of the time. And I feel like it developed his character a lot more, and how what his morals are, and what he, not necessarily, again, what he believes in, but also how he respects other people's viewpoints and beliefs. And I don't know, it made for a really good development of his character, who, again, we've seen in 3 movies, but at the end of the day, he is just the detective. He's trying to solve the case. And this one, I feel like, made him a little bit more of a, I don't want to say 3-dimensional character, because I feel like I'm talking poorly about the other movies and his portrayal in the other movies. But again, we just get a deeper insight into his life and viewpoints. I think Josh O'Connor, who's kind of just coming up in a bunch of things. I saw him in Challengers. I think I watched that earlier this year, even though that came out last year. And then in this movie, and I think he's in a couple other movies. He's in like a few trailers that are coming out. He's in that new, is it Disclosure Day? Did you watch the trailer for Disclosure Day with Steven Spielberg's new movie? Is he not in that? Am I misremembering?
Oh yeah, yeah, right. Yeah.
So like he's becoming a lot more prominent, and I can see why, because he is for one, he was phenomenal in Challengers, but he's also like really, really great in this movie as the young priest going into this small town, trying to make the this Catholic church a better place. And yeah, the mystery is really fun. Again, great cast. Again, like in every of these movies, like just an all-star cast, and just a good romp. What did you think about this, man? Like, again, I'm curious to hear your thoughts because you've watched all three Knives Out movies as well at this point. Then,
Yes. Yeah, we reviewed that for just in the review. We have that short review. We did that little short. That was the first one we did. So if you want to catch up on what it's about, yeah, the Glass Onion. But yeah, I really like it. I think these movies are really fun. There's something really light about them. They're a popcorn film and films in many ways, but they're really well written. So they're not just stupid action movies. They're just like really, really quippy and very wittily written. Mm-hmm. Daniel Craig is just like amazing. I think in all three of them, he's really, really great. He's really good in this one too. It's cool that he just comes in and he's not really the main character in really any of the three. In a strange way, like he's kind of a side character. He is sort of a main character, but he's not, and it's kind of, I think he's almost like a reflection of the suspects in a large way, like a reflection of all the different characters in each one of them, which is awesome. And he's just so interesting. He's so I hope he really loves playing this role. I think he does, because every time I see him in an interview talking about it, and every time it kind of comes up with Rian Johnson, it seems like they really like making these movies, which I really appreciate, because I could just watch this constantly for years. It would be cool if they just kept coming back to it, like maybe with a larger gap in between. And that just like, I don't want them to just do this as an example. Like, I'm kind of curious what else Rian Johnson might be has up his sleeve, because it seems like he's winding down on Poker Face, like that TV show on Peacock, because it kind of got canceled. So I'm curious to see what else he could do. I wanted to see the extra Star Wars movies that Rian Johnson had cooking, but obviously that didn't come to pass. But anyway, yeah, no, this is a super fun time, super fun cast. The cast is, again, like all-star. It's crazy, just like every one of the three. It's really excellent. Like, it's all about it's all in the writing, it's all in the cleverness, and they're trying to subvert expectations, but they don't completely. Even the title kind of gives it away in some way. But the question is more in this, like, how does it happen? You don't quite guess it. Like, I kind of guessed some of it, but I didn't guess all of it. It was almost impossible to guess all of it. I mean, I'm sure someone out there has, or maybe you did, but I guessed some of the little aspects, but there's always little surprising little twists that happen constantly, and you weren't quite sure how it was going to go, which is cool. Like, I kind of guessed the killer, sort of, but I was like, that it's not real. I can't take credit. Like, I just can't. There's just too many elements that were so well designed. And I would agree, like, Daniel Craig, kind of, you can see more of his character. I feel like you do see more of his character in everyone. I feel like the first one's you're just establishing him as this incredible detective. And the second one, you kind of see a little bit of his private life a little bit right in the beginning. And then it kind of goes on from there. You can kind of see his compassion and empathy, I think, throughout. And then this one, you see his take on religion and morals, as you say. And I think that was brilliant too. The production values are also galore. I imagine these don't cost very much to make, these films, because they're in such a tight area. The price of admission must go towards the cast. They just must spend all in the cast, because Rian Johnson's writing and directing it too. I feel like there's not a huge budget, which is for the rest of it, but the production values are really high. Like, it just seems like for what the tight knit spot that they film everything, it just seems like they get the details right. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this may be Daniel Craig's best role that I've ever seen him in. It's funny because he is James Bond and everyone knows him as James Bond. I wonder about how much Daniel Craig he's been in interviews, I feel like, and he's been kind of annoyed because James Bond is such a huge character that people just ask you for the rest of your life about James Bond. Like, Pierce Brosnan gets that all the time. Like, I think there was an interview recently where Pierce Brosnan was like, what do you think James Bond's, like, it was like this year, what do you think James Bond's take is on Christmas? It's like, and Pierce Brosnan gave him like a really like snapback, like clapback answer. Like, I don't give a fuck what he thinks. I think he said something like that. I'm like, about Christmas, like, well, why are you asking me? That's so stupid. It's a dumb thing. But then he reeled it back in because he realized he's got to do this with grace. But I think like Daniel Craig is kind of a little bit, I feel like I get this idea that he's annoyed with the James Bond hype. a little bit, but this character honestly is his best role and is so iconic that they created a new character, a brand new incredible
Mm-hmm.
detective. If they could keep doing it like every 5 years, again, just draw it out for years, could be like a Sherlock Holmes type
Mm-hmm.
character. But I don't know if Johnson would maybe get bored, or Craig might get bored. Who knows? But I'm just incredibly entertained. It's so funny. This movie came up. There's a lot of movies on Netflix I haven't caught up on, and I'm just like, yeah, I just want to watch this. I just want to watch
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I was just
I
so
think I watched
excited
it
to see this.
the first day it was out, if I recall correctly.
It might
And it
have been
was,
us too. Yeah.
yeah, like literally just like you open Netflix, it's right there. And like me and my wife, I'm like, you want to just sit and watch this? And it's like, yeah, let's do it. And then, yeah, you just
Yeah.
put it on. And I think you said it best. Like, it is a popcorn movie, but not in that, like, it's just a dumb, like, action movie with a bunch of stuff going on. It's just like, it's a popcorn movie because it's fun while
Yeah.
still being like expertly written. And like, your brain's constantly working, like trying to solve this mystery as it's unfolding ahead of you. And you're learning, new pieces of information like the rest of the cast is. And yeah, it's very well done. And like you said, it's very witty. Like there is a lot of wittiness in the writing, and the comedy is fantastic as well.
Yeah, it's subtle
And
comedy too. It's not never too much in your face. You just see the quirkiness of these characters and like their little mannerisms, and like I like that Daniel Craig's character is not only a reflection of this, like it's a reflection of the suspects, but he's also a reflection of the audience. Like you kind of live within him in a little way. He's being introduced into this weird, wacky world that these people are living in. This strange, in this case, strange small town vibe. Very, very Catholic community. This like got this some really whack job priest like kind of leading their parish. It's just it's such an interesting thing. Like they're all manipulated, and he's just coming into this situation. He's like figuring it out, and he's so enthusiastic to be there, just as I am enthusiastic to watch another one of these Knives Out mysteries. So,
Yeah. Yeah, and also again, like you can kind of make parallels to what's going on in the real world and how easily some people can be manipulated, whether that's by religion or just by pointing out extremes in the opposition, quote unquote, and
more directly, actually, in some way in this too. Like
definitely
they have a political slant a little bit. There's like one character who's very very much like that.
Exactly. But it's done so well, and it's so well written where it's not frustrating to watch. It's just, again, it's so well written where it's like, I pointed out, odd comparison, but I pointed out how I went back or like tried watching Gen V, the second season of Gen V or whatever. It's Gen V, right? Not Gen Z.
Yeah.
No, Gen V. Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah. And how like I got through that first episode, I'm like, I just can't watch this because it is, again, like a parody and it's a commentary on everything that's going on in society. But it's not like, I don't think it's written as well. It's just done in a way where this is annoying and frustrating. And it's like, I deal with enough of this in my real life and see on the internet. And I simply just don't want to fuck with this. So yeah, I don't know. It's refreshing to come across something that is, I think, a really good commentary of what's going on, but in a way that isn't annoying, which is, I can't really point out what the difference is and how it's done. I don't think I'm intelligent enough to like say the specifics, but there is a difference, and it's satisfying to watch unfold.
I think like this is a testament to Rian Johnson, though. This is why I also really like this guy as a creator. Like, I think that he's smart enough to write this, and you can tell. And that's part of it too. Like, this is a very clever mystery with like you're trying to figure out, it's like this mystery box. You're trying to understand how the entire thing unfolds. You're not sure, but he wrote it smart enough that you're not figuring it out immediately, or he's not tripping himself up with plot holes because he's really thought about all the elements. It's the devil in the details, and the writing is so important. And this is this series is a kind of a prime example of why writing is so important, and why if you don't have the right writer doing it, it could be a disaster. I don't know why I keep thinking of Army of the Dead, but But anyway, it's just like, no, it's like that. It's not smartly written. Like you have to get that part right to start. And I think that's also that's also a good example is James Gunn. Not to make a direct comparison to Zack Snyder immediately right after, but James Gunn, like he knows that he's got to get the scripts done first for the DCEU. I think that's awesome. Like you got the scripts done, it's done. You know, you have a solid script, then you start. And if you don't start there, then you're all up in the air. And I think Rian Johnson starts there. He must. So it's really impressive. I just overall, I like this is an A+ for me. Like I really love this series. It's never. I don't know what. I'm not sure. Like it's not my favorite movie of the year. Still, I don't know what would have made it my favorite movie of the year. But it was super fun to watch, and like I could watch these for again unlimited number of times because they're so well done. So I'm a big fan.
I agree. Nice,
Sweet.
man.
Cool.
Are we reviewing this? You want to review it? I feel like we haven't reviewed something with a number score in a while, but maybe we have, and I just don't remember.
Yeah, we just throw out the number scores. What's the difference?
Cool.
You know,
okay,
we're doing it for fun anyway. We're not. It's not like we're doing a closer look segment. But my score is a 4 out of 5.
Oh, nice. Mine's I would say 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, these movies always dance between 4.5 and 5. I think all three of them did the exact same thing because I gave it a 4.5 for Glass Onion when we reviewed it together on our YouTube short. I'm pretty certain. And then I went back on it and I said, I don't know if it is a 4.5, and I put it a 4. So it could change tomorrow, but my Letterboxd score, I believe, is score right now is 4.0 out of 5. So
Glunion.
I'm a fan, but for us, this would be a 8.5 out of 10. Adrian.
Potatoes. Wow, dude. I can't even count that high.
Oh, boy. That's unfortunate. Okay,
Why?
well.
Why?
Because I assume you passed elementary school. That's why.
Dude, that's crazy that you'd think that about me.
Yeah, okay.
Here, let's go back. I'm going to actually go...
To what? The short? The YouTube short?
Yeah.
I think we gave it each a 4.5. I don't know why I think that. Or maybe you gave it a 4 and I gave it a 4.5. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 4.5. But when I went back, I think in Letterboxd earlier, recently, I should say, Glass Onion, I think I reduced to a 4 at some point. I don't know what the difference is. It's amazing. 4 out of 5. It's weird. Like the scales for people is so strange. Most of my movies that I've reviewed this year are either 3 or above out of 5, which to me is good, is great. 3 is great out of 5. And then the thing is I don't watch a lot of bad movies because I don't want to watch bad movies. What's the point of doing that? That's a waste of time. So generally every movie I watch is good. Like I have very few below that line. I get surprised sometimes by a 2.5, I feel like. And then a 2 and a 1, I'm like, that's very rare. But
yeah.
2.5 happens like a wolf with a Wolfman.
Yeah. It's just a movie.
Yeah. It's fine.
I know it sounds stupid, but like a 2.5 to me is worse than a 2. Even I know it doesn't make sense, but like the 2.5 being like it's so middle, it's just a movie. It's like boring.
Yeah, you can't make fun of it. If it's a 2, you're like making fun of it. You're doing like Troy on Abed in the morning. You know, you're making fun of the movies as you go. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So here,
this is kind of fun. It's fun. You make your fun in a different way. Like The Room. The Room is really bad, but you can at least make fun of it and you can have a good time with it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly it. So here, don't copyright strike me for this, okay?
Netflix's Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, is a whodunit mystery movie. Much like the 2019 film in the Knives Out franchise, Glass Onion was written and directed by The Last Jedi director Rian Johnson. It is a fantastic ensemble cast, with Daniel Craig reprising his role as mastermind Southern detective Benoit Blanc as he visits a private island where a group of eccentric friends have been brought together by tech billionaire Miles Braun, played by Edward Norton, who's planned an elaborate murder mystery party weekend. I particularly enjoyed this movie. The lavish island made for incredible set pieces involving beautifully lit shot composition, with composer Nathan Johnson's ominous yet incredibly fun musical score also lending itself wonderfully to the unbridled excitement that I felt while watching.
And after this movie was a darn good time, with a mystery that slowly unveils itself in a dumb way. The cast plays off very well with one another. Benoit Blanc is an incredibly charismatic character as he was in the original movie, and I could continue watching these fun murder mystery flicks by Rian Johnson for years to come. But that's why I rate this movie a 4 out of 5.
And I rate this movie a 4.5 out of 5.
Together, our score is an 8.5 out of 10.
Interesting. Okay.
So we gave it the same score.
just in reverse.
Well, we flipped each other, and I don't think that the last one was better. I do think this one is better, but it's like I'm splitting hairs at this point. I like this one better, but I would be closer to giving this one a 4.5. I softened on the first one. I feel like we did a review so quickly after, like our YouTube short. So I think that may be why. I was really snappy. We're very fast, and Jesus,
yeah,
we got to get it under a minute. That's the YouTube
under a
short.
minute, baby.
At least that
under
was what the rule was before.
Yeah, you doing like the unbridled blah 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 blah, and like doing a nice review, and I'm like, this was a darn good time. I'm like freaking.
Yeah, we got a lot of them. We did a good job.
I'm like Uncle in Red Dead Redemption. You know, that's my vocabulary.
You're playing Red Dead 2? Red Dead 1, sorry, now?
Yeah. I'm nearing the end.
Nice. Sweet.
What a great game, dude. It's not to go off on a tangent, but it makes me love Red Dead Redemption 2 so much more. Yeah. And like, again, I'm going off topic just because I want to talk to you about this real quick. But it's cool because I never played the original Red Dead Redemption. I played the first little bit of it. I even like went back because I'm like, how far did I get when I played it? And I looked at my achievements on Xbox 360. Not far, maybe like 5 missions in. And you know, again, I'm playing through this, so I didn't know the context, who these characters are, like, you know, who the villain is or anything like that. And then and then I played obviously Red Dead Redemption 2 in full. I loved it. I think it's arguably one of the great games of all time. And having these characters, I guess, understand the context of these characters, where they're from, John Marston's gang, you know, Bill Williaming
son.
Yeah, that's one. Him.
Williamson.
I don't know. Yeah. You know, Javier Escuela. Although I do think Javier character from Red Dead 2 to Red Dead 1 is quite different. But again, it's like a 12-year gap. So it's like this guy kind of went insane in Mexico, so I can get behind it. But then like seeing Dutch and everything too. And it's like, they actually, you don't really get to know their characters all that well in the original. I thought they would be way more prominent. And then you get all of the context, you know, back in Red Dead Redemption 2, or I guess, it's cool, as a prequel. And it's like, there's just these little lines of dialogue that like John will say, you know, talking about his son, being like, yeah, you know, like Dutch was like an uncle to him or something like that. And you're like, I saw that. I witnessed this all play out from the perspective of, you know, a different character. And like, these, like, he has like this conversation with the one like cowboy in Mexico that, like, you know, went down south, and he meets him in the small town, and he used to be like kind of a killer, but now is trying to be like a good person or whatever. He's redeemed himself, like John is essentially trying to do in this game. And he's talking about like, you know, I ran with the old gang once. We were like a family, you know, and then we did all this awful stuff, and like our leader went crazy. And it's like, I witnessed all of that through the lens of like Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption 2. And it's just, it makes me love the original Red Dead even more, I guess, or I guess probably more than I would have loved it without playing Red Dead Redemption 2. And then again, having such a fine appreciation for the sequel that is a prequel in Red Dead Redemption 2. And it's crazy. And the one thing I also want to point out, man, there's an 8-year development gap between Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
And the jump in quality from a gameplay immersion standpoint is unfreaking believable, dude. It's it's like a night and day difference. Not that it's bad, like the original Red Dead. It still holds up, honestly. I'm having a really good time. But there's like the way they developed all these mechanics over the course of 8 years and made arguably the most immersive video game ever. And now we're almost 8 years away from Red Dead Redemption 2. And literally nothing has come close to being of that scale and immersion, I would say, at least what I have played.
In an open world game.
In an open world game. Sorry, I guess I should clarify.
Because like The Last of Us, I feel like it kind of does it a little bit, but it's linear.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like to hit that, again, size, scale, scope in an open world game and this level of immersion, nothing has come, you know, close to it. And I'm not a Grand Theft Auto fan, but now I'm like, dude, like Grand Theft Auto 6, like what do you do? Like another 8-year gap. Like what have you accomplished in these 8 years? Like how are you going to top Red Dead Redemption 2, like it's nuts. It makes me very excited for Grand Theft Auto 6, just like replaying Red Dead Redemption, playing.
It's a curiosity in how it will how it will influence the industry. That's what's interesting to me most of all. Like whereas GTA 5, the story's pretty good, but it's just a satire of the US, and it's not that.
Yeah,
I don't know. The story's not phenomenal. That's the problem with. Well, Red Dead 2, they lost a lot of their writers, like Dan Houser's gone. So that's why I'm curious, like from that era of Rockstar, they've lost a lot of the guys like Laszlo and Dan Houser. So what does it mean for GTA 6, I guess? But yeah, no, it's crazy. It's unbelievable. I didn't want to go back to play Red Dead 1 now because I still feel like they're going to do a remake of some sort. I just feel like it makes sense. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they're just going to get so tied up in the weeds of GTA Online's money cash cow,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's going to be any way they'll go back. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool that you see the gap. Imagine though in 2008, where that's when it came out, right? 2008? 2008 or 2011? Oh, 2010. Like I can't remember which one was GTA 4. Yeah, GTA 4 I think was 2008. But yeah, like it's crazy that if you look back though at that point, like nothing was like that at that point in 2010 in a way. Like it was pretty crazy back then, but now it's such a big gap of time. They barely really remastered it. You're playing it on PS5, but they didn't really do much to it. It's just a 60 frames per second patch, essentially. It's not, and it's 4K, of course.
Yeah, like it does look really good. Like it genuinely does. Like, I mean, obviously it shows its age in some design, and obviously like, the facial animations aren't like the greatest. And again, there's these little things, but it's like, I can get past it because I mean, the writing is so good, dude. It's so good. Like, and that's the best part about, it's hard to say it's the best part about these games. I think it's the best part of Red Dead Redemption, the original at this point in time. But I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 is like the perfect package of immersion, gameplay, just like, again, the storytelling, everything just in a amazing fucking thing, dude. And again, I don't know. I like playing through Red Dead Redemption right now. I'm like, do I jump into Red Dead Redemption 2? I'm like, I shouldn't, but I really want to.
You gotta wait for the patch.
Yeah.
At the very least. That one will have a 60 frames per second patch or re-release at some point. It's just a question of when. And that's the stupid thing. It's like, why isn't it on PS5 natively? It makes no sense. And it's funny. I sell games constantly in retail, and I'm just like, there's a $20 copy of Red Dead 2. I'm like, this is a no-brainer. Just buy this unit. When there's people who have like, I've not played anything in 10 years or something. They're like, I've been on Nintendo. It's like, this game is freaking a masterpiece. It's so good. But yeah, I don't know. It's a strange company because they I don't know. It's, you never know. Maybe this next one won't be as good. There's this element that makes me think that maybe they've kind of been dawdling, that maybe they've been dilly-dallying because some of their, at least their writing leadership left. So I don't know, but I'm very excited. I'm curious. Did they say they're making a Red Dead movie? Was that something that ever came? I thought that was rumored, or we talked about that. I remember
hearing about that. I feel like everything's rumored though. Like I feel like you'll always hear like, oh, they'll make a movie out of this video game. I don't know if it's anything tangible. Like I doubt they've sold the rights or anything like that. So I don't know. I would love to see a Red Dead Redemption TV series, like fucking have like a couple season TV series, like break it down. Because man,
it's a masterpiece. It's my favorite game of all time. It remains. Like if anyone asks me that question, it's always the answer. It easily comes to my mind. But it's so good. There's that moment in Red Dead 1. So I'm talking about Red Dead 2 for my favorite game of all time. But Red Dead 1, there's that moment in where you're going over the hill in Mexico. I just like, that's like one of the most, and now that doesn't mean as much now because that happens in Death Stranding 50 times. But like at the time, there was nothing like that in 2011. Like you're riding into Mexico, and then there's like an actual lyrical Jose Gonzalez a song that just starts to play far away, and it's just playing. And it's just like so epic. There's just something so epic as you're riding over this plane over the border. I don't know why. It's so amazing. And it's Red Dead 2 does the same thing. There's cinematic elements like that just didn't happen too often before then. I feel like they started to happen a lot more. That game, The Last of Us Part 1, which wasn't called that at the time. It was just The Last of Us. And Uncharted games kind of up to that point were doing that a little bit too. But then Red Dead 2 does it. The Last of Us Part 2 does it incredibly. And The Last of Us Part 2 is so immersive. I'm playing that now. I can't believe how, again, there's little things like the idea of somebody like shaking out their shoe to get water out, or like putting up their hood when it's raining and taking it off when you go inside. It's just, there's like these tiny little animations, like why bother animating it? But The Last of Us Part 2, of course, is a linear experience. It's not Red Dead. It's scope and scale and the amount of money. How much the money did that cost? Like $1.5 billion. I don't know. I'm not even sure. It must have cost at least $1 billion to make, it feels like. But yeah, I'm so excited for GTA because of what it might mean for the industry. Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. That's great. Glad you like it.
Yeah. But so yeah, sorry about going off on that tangent, but I just wanted to talk to you about it. I was like, man, this is, God, so good.
It's pretty cool.
And then again, last thing I watched, I finished the new Stranger Things episodes, the 3.
You finished them?
Episode. Yeah, it dropped last night. Me and my fiance watched them.
Sweet.
Really good. Emotional. Nice. I can't wait for the series finale, I guess. I'll talk about it in more detail once we get there.
Sweet.
And then, did you watch Pluribus as well? You wrap up?
I haven't finished it. So I got to the second. We just watched the second to last episode just before we started recording here, which was pretty good. Pretty interesting. It's like taking a turn. I like how it's so unexpected. You just don't know what's going to happen. Like pretty much the whole way through.
Yeah,
it's been very good. Did you? So you watched the ending?
Yep, great finish. Awesome. Watched that on Christmas Day as well, actually. So
sweet.
Yeah.
So you celebrated mostly on Christmas Eve, eh? And then you didn't do as much on Christmas. So did you also, I guess this is more of an Italian tradition. You didn't do anything like with fish as much, except you said salmon. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I cook salmon. Because like
there's a 7 fishes type thing. That's why I was asking that question. Okay.
Yeah, no, we don't do that. Like technically, like as Catholic, you're not supposed to eat meat on Christmas Eve. I don't follow that rule.
Right. That's kind of what I was asking too.
My wife and like her mom, they do follow that. It's just like a tradition that they've done forever. So like, so again, like that's why I made salmon.
Oh, and like, so they didn't eat the cabbage rolls.
No, they ate that yesterday when we went over to Cassandra's mom's house. I brought a bunch of cabbage rolls and then we ate some cabbage rolls for dinner.
That's awesome. Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. We got sidetracked again. Sorry. Yeah, you watched all of Stranger Things. So you on Christmas Day you didn't do as much. You're just kind of chilling.
Chilling.
So yeah,
spend some time. Yeah. Yeah. So, Stranger Things.
Amazing.
I love it, dude.
Or not? Okay.
I love it. It's really good. Emotional. Like again, I teared up like 4 separate times in these last like 3 episodes. I'm like, am I just like emotional? There's something like a screw loose in my brain. The power of friendship just gets me going, dude. The power of friendship gets me going, and the perseverance of love is just so palpable. It's, I don't know. I've just been emotional, I guess. But I was like sitting there, I'm like crying. I'm like, wow, this is powerful. This is good shit, dude. This is good shit. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm excited for the finale in the coming days. But yeah. Anyways, I've done enough talking. You tell me what you watched as well.
I'll just get through it real quick here. I started watching. So with Netflix, I kind of just been like trying to get through as many things as possible so that before I cancel it for the 3rd time this year, I'm kind of done. Or I guess not. I guess no, it won't be canceled before next year. Yeah. What am I talking about? But anyway, so I've been trying to get through as many Netflix things as possible though before the subscription is up for this month period. I think it's probably going to be a 2-month period. So the one thing I went back to for sure is The Walking Dead. It's interesting. Season 11 is weird. There's like this weird Eugene storyline in the mid-season. There's a very weird episode. I'm like, this is the cheesiest episode I've ever watched this year.
I don't remember it.
Of any TV show. So I'm like, this is very strange. I'm sure there's more cheesy episodes of any other TV shows. I'm sure there's like other weird Hallmark movies that came out that were way cheesier, but I didn't watch them. And so this is very strange to me. It's like strange love story sort of thing with Eugene. Anyway, it's strange.
Oh, yeah.
Weird. It was like a weird, it just was not really well written. And it's in contrast to, I guess, Wake Up Dead Man. I guess I'm watching it around the same time. It's weird.
It's funny, dude, you pointing that out because it's the radio thing. It's the person he talks to on the radio. It's like Dustin and his girlfriend in Stranger Things.
Except that was done well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is
Yeah,
done
yeah,
weirdly.
it was done well in Stranger Things, not in Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot about that plot line entirely. Good call.
Very. It's just strange. I don't mind the radio thing. It's the writing in it, like for this part of it, is weird. Like there's one episode in the middle. I'm like episode 12 or something. It's like a very strange, like a mystery episode where he's like hunting somebody down. It's like, what's going on? This is it's strange. It just doesn't feel like it's like you. I feel like we're missing something here. Anyway, move on from that. We finished Squid Game, season 3. Very good. I liked it. It's not as tight, unfortunately. It's not as tight. I feel like the dub for the Millionaires specifically is bad, and I think it's bad because the writing's bad. It's not as much about the dub as much as the writing is not good, and the actors, they're not Daniel Craig. You know, they're not going to get through you're not going to get through the bad writing because they can act out the phone book. They're just random actors, and they're not the greatest actor ever. You know, so they're just going to struggle with it.
It's like it felt very. I know you don't really watch like anime dubs and stuff, but like there's like good anime dub. I think a lot like with your Studio Ghibli movies and stuff, and then there's bad anime dub where I can't get into it. And I feel like the voice actors and the lines, it's like bad anime dubbing. It literally is just so out of place. It's weird.
Yeah, it was strange. And then the last game in Squid Game, I found it was kind of peculiar the way it was presented and the association that the characters arrived at when they were kind of like hinted at what the game was. I thought that was very weird. I was like, what's going on here? Like there was a lot of assumptions being made, and I'm not sure that, again, it felt like it was worse writing. Are they rushed to make this season? I don't understand that. And then I think you mentioned this at one point, but there's certain CG in it that was like, it's a little bit jarring. I don't really care that much. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a little peculiar. That's actually my least criticism, but I understand what you're talking about is what I'm trying to acknowledge. Because I think you mentioned this when you reviewed season 3 of Squid Game earlier.
It's shockingly bad.
I just thought that I don't know. I didn't really love the writing at the very end was fine, but there was like the very last game, there was like some choices that characters were making that also just didn't make any sense. Like, you're not using your brain. Everyone's thinking about this, overthinking about it for like massive amounts of time, and then all of a sudden they're gonna just make stupid decisions. Like, you guys have so much time, so it doesn't make any sense. It just was frustrating to watch in like the dumbest way, because the characters that we were presented initially didn't end up being the same character. It seems like they hit their head on or something, and they just made stupid decisions. I feel like the main character, like Jian, like I feel like he largely stayed consistent, but the other characters, I feel like what is going on? Like, they're just like changing their personality. It's still a little strange. Like, not massively. Didn't love that kind of writing though. But it's good though. I still liked it. I also liked the tease at the end. I thought that was really cool. I knew that had happened though. I had it spoiled for me way early.
Yeah, me too.
But that's really cool because I didn't realize. I don't think I knew this. I don't think I did. I don't know. Maybe I could have guessed it, but I feel like I didn't necessarily know that the American David Fincher show on Netflix is supposed to be a spinoff.
Sequel?
I don't know. I didn't know that. I don't know if I just didn't know that or I didn't remember it. But either way, it's super interesting because I knew the spoiler, but I didn't connect the dots that it was going to be a spinoff. But anyway, okay, so moving on from that, I also watched a movie called, it's not even here, House of Dynamite, which is also on Netflix. That's the Catherine Bigelow directed film with Idris Elba. It's about a potential nuclear holocaust approaching the United States and how they respond to that thing. It's got Rebecca Ferguson in it as a main character, Idris Elba. And I will say this, wow, what a first, almost the entire movie. The ending is bad. It's really bad. It reminded me of Enddington, but in a different way. Because Enddington just jumped the shark, and then this one is like a different way. I don't want to spoil it. I really don't understand how you drop the ball that badly, personally, because it seems to me like you just decided not to. I don't know. I don't want to spoil it, but I think you should.
You think it was like meddling, where it's like, we got to make an ending that's gonna appease to the masses more, so like more lighthearted or something like that, or
no, I don't think this appeals to any masses.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think anyone who watches this that's not like really wants to like just think about it in a really, really intellectual way would not think that this was a disappointment. Even that type of person, I think, would still find it disappointing. I just think. So
should I watch it?
I don't know. I think that throughout, though, it's anxiety inducing. It's really well done. The production design, the devil's in the details, like the way they look at how the actual nuclear defense system in the United States works and how it would work to fire missiles at an opposing nation or anything like that, and how scary that is. It is freaking scary. It's awesome in that way because I didn't really know how that works. So if you're interested in how the missile defense, I'm sure it's pretty accurate to various extents. I'm sure they take dramatic liberties to just kind of make it very tense. But it is really cool in that way. I just feel like the payoff isn't necessarily that good. But the devil, Catherine Bigelow killed it. Her cast kills it in terms of the devil's in the details. But the writing for how it ends, I'm like, oh, it's so disappointing. Both me and my wife, I was going to say fiance, were very disappointed in it. It's not bad though. The movie, I still give it a 3 out of 5 actually on Letterboxd. Okay. So I don't think it's bad. It just reminded me of Enddington. And then I gave Enddington a 3 out of 5 as well, if I recall. No, I give it a 2.5 in the end. I don't remember. I was so disappointed with Eddington's ending.
I don't know.
It should be called Bad Enddington.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one, actually. That's actually a good one, dude. Bad Enddington. I like that.
Bad Enddington. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway. So stupid. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What else did I watch? Oh, lastly, but not leastly, Polar Express. Do you like Polar Express?
Never watched it.
Polar Express is the most, in some way, underrated Christmas movie. And I say it's underrated because the rating on Rotten Tomatoes is very poor. I love Polar Express. It's a Robert Zemeckis movie, the director of Castaway and Forrest Gump and Back to the Future. And I really legitimately think this movie is awesome. Because did you ever read Polar Express as a kid?
Never.
Oh, that's the same with my wife. Like, she never read it either. Like, Donna's never read it. It's strange. Like, it's a children's picture book, but it's just it's animated in such a way that I feel like they completely nailed in the actual movie. People criticize it as being almost uncanny valley. I get it in some way, but I don't really agree. I think it very much captures the essence of the book. But
yeah, I never watched it as a kid. I remember this would be like one of the movies that they would play, like in when you're in elementary school, and then I don't know if your school did this, but like the day before, Christmas break, they would bring everyone into the gym and then play a movie on a projector or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
So like, I remember one year they played this movie, and I remember just sitting there being like, I don't like this, like just like visually, and I feel like I zoned out, or like me and my friends were just talking or something like that. So I never watched it fully, but I always remember like looking at it being like, I don't feel good about how this looks.
Interesting.
Almost like remember that movie Beowulf?
Yeah,
like forever ago.
That looks bad. In my opinion, I agree with that.
Yeah, like I remember being a kid and seeing that and being like, "Oh man, this seems like so up my alley." It's like warriors and crazy stuff. And then I like looking at that animation, and I just remember being a kid being like, "Something's not right." And I couldn't discern what's.
But Beowulf is a live action movie, sort of like it's a very weird mashup of things. It doesn't really make sense. It's like a weird art style. I don't really get that. That felt that movie. I remember it felt empty, and I don't know why that's my remembrance of that.
Soulless.
Like maybe I'm soulless. That could be it too. I don't feel like that for Polar Express at all. But I really the music by Alan Silvestri, like the composer for like Avengers. Again, Avengers Endgame, like that classic theme. That composer is amazing. I have not really looked at his work in that much detail. He did Back to the Future as well. He's amazing. The music in this is so good. It's so good. And Tom Hanks is like every character, and that's what's so interesting to me. Like it was so interesting to me for years is Tom Hanks is so many characters in Polar Express. Like he is every character almost. It doesn't make any sense. It's awesome in that way. And it's like there is motion capture as well. So it's kind of early days of motion capture because it came out in 2004. But I really think it's great. And it's almost like a kid's dream of what of Christmas magic. It's a very weird, it's almost haunted. Dawn thought like, wow, is this a horror movie many times throughout the movie, which is very strange. It's like a kid's horror movie in some strange way. There's like a lot of weird threats against the children's lives in some weird way, but there's things that just don't make any sense. And I think that's the point. And I love the way it's plotted and done. I don't know. I think it's underrated. I think Rotten Tomatoes is wrong. And I think it captures captures the magic of Christmas in a huge way. And it's very nostalgic for me too. I have a lot of memories of watching it like at Christmas or Christmas Eve, and like my family's in the other room, and like we're like everything's winding down, and it's just on the TV. It was just so happening to be on the like network television at some point on some channel, and it would just have it on the the Catherine Ray tube TV just in the living room and next to the mantle with all the stockings all emptied because it's Christmas Day. And so I don't know, there's just something about that. It's very nostalgic, but the music is legitimately amazing. That is for sure. If anyone has any criticism of this movie, I don't think it would ever be the music. I think Alan Silvestri just murders. But I also think that the overall thing is very interesting. It's just strange. Like you're like, what's going to happen next? There's something about it. It's a kid's movie, but it's like it's very dark at times. There's very strange things. With my wife and I were talking about Santa Claus, the first Santa Claus movie. We didn't see it this year, but we thought about it. And we were like, maybe we should watch that next year. With Tim Allen. The first movie is actually quite dark. It reminds me of a Pixar movie in some way. Like he pushes Santa Claus off the roof. That's the whole premise.
He doesn't push him. He
doesn't push him, but he dies
he scares
regardless.
Him.
He scares him.
And then Santa falls and then dies, and then he puts on the Santa suit and becomes Santa.
But think about how crazy that is. Santa Claus dies.
Yeah.
It's kind of about a divorce in some strange way. It's like a very strange movie. It's like, and then they go to the sequels and the freaking TV show, and it's just really not at all the same vibe at all. It just completely goes into. Show? We started watching the TV show and we couldn't get through it because it's just so the kids are like, man, it's fun to watch if you want to look at his children. Tim Allen's characters, like Santa Claus's children, are like they're very sheltered. They're the most sheltered children I've ever seen.
Like,
and it's cool because it makes sense that they'd be sheltered because they're grown up next to these like a different race of people in the North Pole. So it's like, yeah, I guess this makes sense, but it also is just jarring, and they're very stupid. Like I couldn't do it. We didn't watch it this year. It was 2 years ago or year.
Fair enough.
Was it 2 years ago or last year? Anyway, point is, the first Santa Claus movie's vibe is very interesting. I kind of find it similar to Polar Express in that it's dark in ways that you wouldn't kind of expect in a kids movie, because the Santa Claus movie is a kids movie.
Yeah.
Essentially. But anyway, yeah, I really like Polar Express. I recommend it. You kind of have to go in with an open mind because obviously the animation is dated as well. But I think it captures, if you look at the storybook, it's crazy. They got some frame by frame. It's insane what they have captured in conjunction with the actual book. So I really like it. But yeah, that's it. That was my Christmas spirit movie that we watched this year.
Nice, dude.
And we had a little apple cider when we watched it.
Hot apple cider?
Yeah, hot apple cider with the cinnamon stick inside.
I don't like hot apple cider, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That was also I like cold apple cider.
They're both good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had a pumpkin pie. We bought some pumpkin pie. We made some whipped cream from scratch, and we put the whipped cream on top, little dollops of whipped cream. It was really good. It's very, very festive, and it felt, I don't know, I was the most in the Christmas spirit I've been in a while this year, and I think it's partially because I don't have to work on Boxing Day, I think, because you usually have to rush home. Our Christmas family celebration yesterday went until like freaking 1 a.m. Like if I had to work the next day in retail, it would have been a nightmare. So.
Yeah, I mean, because you asked like, when do you want to record, and I was like, I'm assuming you're working today, so like I'm free, like tomorrow. You're like, no, I can do today or tomorrow. I was like, wow,
got lucky.
Simon not working retail for the first time ever. That's awesome.
10 years. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's now move on. Unless you've got more that you want to talk about that you watched, Adrian.
No. I think I'm good. Okay. I can't remember if I watched anything else.
All right. Now on to the montage, a sequence of our show in which I briefly present at least 7 of the bye-week's smaller news stories as Adrian delivers a brisk verdict. Number 1. Actor Lakeith Stanfield, has been cast to play NBA star Dennis Rodman in a previously semi-cancelled Jonathan Majors starring film, which follows Dennis Rodman's famously wild 1998 trip to Vegas during the NBA Finals. The Mandalorian director, Rick Famuyiwa, is set to direct.
Interesting. I have no attachment to basketball or anything like that, so not really for me.
Fair enough. Number 2, according to publication Deadline, Disney Plus has decided not to move forward with their Holes TV series adaptation that they've been cooking up for a while now.
the gender bent Holes movie where it's all young women in the Holes TV show. Good stuff. That's funny.
I was kind of interested in that. I like the whole movie a lot.
I enjoyed it as well. Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. Number 3. According to Deadline, Kong Skull Island actor John C. Reilly has been cast alongside shrinking actor Jason Segel in Apple TV's Jason Segel written thriller Sponsor.
Oh, okay. Interesting cast. I like seeing John C. Reilly in more serious roles.
Number 4. Apple TV has greenlit a Monarch Legacy of Monsters spin-off TV series following Wyatt Russell's Colonel Lee Shaw as he attempts to thwart a Soviet plan to use a Titan, meaning like a Godzilla-like Titan, as a weapon during the Cold War of the 1980s. Monarch Legacy of Monsters writer Joby Harold is set to showrun the new series.
You could also say kaiju. A kaiju is those big titans. Yeah, interesting. This is actually cool. I'm into this. I like the Monarch TV series quite a bit. So let's get some more.
Number 5. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Paddington 2 director Paul King has been hired on to direct a Labubu movie for Sony Pictures.
Why'd you say Hollywood Reporter? Because you had to type down there. Hollywood?
That's what it says.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Sorry, I'm messing up the flow here.
Do you not get this reference? You get this reference, obviously.
Yeah, from BoJack, right?
Okay.
Is that what you're referring to? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, we don't have to call it out directly here.
Okay.
Sometimes I just do that. I've been doing that for years. Just so you're aware. I feel like it's the first time you've ever noticed it.
100% first time I've ever noticed.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. At least from my recollection. I like Paul King. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know about this Labubu stuff. It's weird. They're weird looking creatures. They're weird. Have you seen a Labubu?
I have. What is this? Why is this popular and how are you going to make a movie out of this?
I don't know. They made a Barbie movie. And that was really good.
That's pretty, I mean...
That was a really good movie.
That's pretty different, though.
Yep.
Wouldn't you say?
I mean, they're a toy.
Yeah, that's similar. That part's similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number 6. Spider-Man Brand New Day has wrapped filming, Adrian.
Wow, that's so cool. Did they wrap it in their webs? Is it
That's a stretch.
Anyways, don't worry about that. Just keep going. I don't know what I was trying to do there.
Number 7. As announced by DCU CEO James Gunn on social media, German actor Lars Eidinger has been cast as Brainiac in the upcoming Superman sequel, Superman Man of Tomorrow.
Wow, very cool. I think there was a lot of thought that Brainiac would be the villain. So this is, I guess, confirming. Yeah.
Number 8. According to publication Variety, Chernobyl director Johan Renck has been hired on as director for Netflix's TV series adaptation of the action-adventure video game series Assassin's Creed.
Wow, cool. I still gotta watch Chernobyl. I still gotta watch it.
Number 9. On December 14th, 2025, This Is Spinal Tap director Rob Reiner and his wife were tragically murdered in their own home.
Yeah, that's fucked up stuff. I'm kind of shocked that you just kind of added this. I just read it as you were reading it. Good thing to point out. Messed up situation. Very sad. Rob Reiner, probably best known as Jess from New Girl, Zooey Deschanel, her father. That's probably his best known role, I would assume.
Or that business guy in The Bear.
Yeah. Or Leonardo DiCaprio's dad in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh. Huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure those are the most known roles he's known for. And that concludes the montage.
Wah, wah, wah.
I caught you off guard there.
You did. I wasn't expecting it.
You didn't clearly read this document before.
I did. I don't know how to read. How many times I gotta freaking tell you
said that? You knew about this before, that he was killed.
I knew that he was dead. That he passed away in a
crazy.
tragic murder.
This one I felt like I couldn't
not bring up.
Ignore. Usually I kind of just don't do the in memoriam stuff, but I feel like he is legitimately a legend. I love The Princess Bride. I think it's amazing. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I really like it as a film. And so, I don't know. As a director and industry icon, I thought this was a good one to put in. But that's why I put it at the end. I was like, should I put it at the beginning? But then I set the tone pretty dour. And so then it's hard to kind of go back from that. I don't know. So then I put it at the end. I don't know. I didn't want to make it a main news story because I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah.
But maybe the montage is too quippy for that for it to be placed there. But yeah, anyway, sorry about that.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. We're cool.
Assassin's Creed.
Ass in.
I just want to point out, like, is that going to be good?
I don't know. There's potential.
Johan Rank? That's pretty.
I don't know. I never watched Chernobyl, but by all accounts, it's a really great show. I don't know. I think anything can be good, including the Labubu movie.
Take it seriously. That's the one that does the least likely. In this entire list of things we just talked about, that's the least likely to be. Like, I shouldn't say least likely to be good because it's Paul King. I would say if you were just tell me that you're going to make any of these things, like Assassin's Creed as a film or a TV show, or you're going to make the Colonel Lee Shaw spinoff, or you're going to create the Labubu movie. Like, I think the Labubu movie would be the one with the absolute most chance to fail. I can't even believe, why is Paul King doing this? You would think the Labubu movie would be like a straight to DVD type. Well, it doesn't happen anymore, but straight to streaming type situation. It's
popular, and I would bet money on it that it's probably money. That's making him do it. I'm gonna guess that.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting is that how much money would they have offered him to do Paddington 3? And he's like, no, I'm gonna do Wonka. I mean, I guess maybe they gave him more money for Wonka. Is that what happened?
Or maybe he wanted to do Wonka.
That's why I thought. That's why I was thinking. He just changed his mind. He's like, you know what? I don't want to just cash the check. I want to make Wonka because I'm interested in it. That's why I thought, and that's why I think the Labubu one is strange.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and he's like, I'm taking Sally Hawkins out of Paddington 3, and I'm putting her in Wonka.
Yeah. Academy Award nominated actor Sally. Sally
Hawkins. Yeah.
Why am I thinking somebody different?
Google. Are you thinking Sally Fields?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But it's Academy Award. No, I'm talking about for Shape of Water. I just thought her name was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Sally Fields, Academy Award winning actor. Sally Fields. Yeah. But yeah, no. Sally.
That's known for her role in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Correct. Sure. Actually, probably. Yeah. Probably in modern day, maybe. At this point. But Sally Hawkins, it's funny. That's one of those rare moments where I literally saw her face and understood her roles that she played in, and understood her brilliant performances for Sally Hawkins, and then thought, I don't feel like her name sounds right, and that's why I looked it up.
Yeah,
that's rare. That usually you're like, I'm seeing someone else, but no, that's not what I was doing. Anyway. Adrian, it's now move on. It's now time. It's now move on. It's now
move on.
It's now time to dive into a trilogy of topical tidings, a component of our show where we discuss at least 3 film and TV industry news stories that have been somewhat zeitgeisty over the past 2 weeks. Adrian, the first one is a follow-up on what we talked about last episode, episode 125. I'm just going to give you a quick blurb and we can go at it. Okay, so basically, Warner Brothers is being purchased by Netflix, or so we thought, because then there was a hostile takeover bid, which we talked about last time. And the Warner Brothers Discovery Board of Directors wrote a letter to shareholders urging them to ignore the Paramount hostile takeover bid and back the Netflix deal. They cited an ambiguity in Paramount's funding as a reason. They also talked about how it was weird that Larry Ellison wasn't backstopping the deal. Like the Ellison family, which is very rich, billionaires, they decided not to stand behind the deal in like a more substantial way. And so the shareholders rejected the bid, which is interesting. That's a development from what we knew about last time we talked about it. But then Larry Ellison stepped in and then he did backstop the deal. So he tried to recreate the conditions of the same deal. So the same monetary amount, they were giving more money to shareholders theoretically per share. It was like $30 per share. So a lot of money. It was over $100 billion, I believe, for the overall Warner Brothers purchase. And then they were also putting a $5.8 billion termination fee in place, which is the same as what Netflix was offering. So basically they matched Netflix and then they backstopped the deal. They didn't remove, though, the funding from the sovereign wealth fund of Saudi Arabia and the other wealth funds in the Middle East, which are still part of the deal. But Jared Kushner's affinity partners, Jared Kushner being husband to Ivanka Trump and connected to the Trump organization in a deep way, he has dropped out of the deal. He's dropped his involvement in the Paramount hostile takeover bid altogether. I have a theory about that. I feel like this is possible because Kushner, I think, may be involved in the decision-making process for when these actually deals might go through, and maybe they thought it was too on the nose for him to be directly involved. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Who knows what the reason is? But anyway, so basically now it's just the Ellison family and the various Middle East sovereign wealth funds that are involved in this purchase. This Ellison family, Paramount, Skydance, and then 25 or 20 billion some odd dollars of sovereign wealth fund funds to basically fund the deal. And then the other development on the flip side, because Netflix is still the winning bid at the moment, Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos has restated his commitment to the concept of the theatrical releases at a content showcase for French distributor Canal Plus, when he said, quote, "Our intentions when we buy Warner Brothers will be to continue to release Warner Brothers studio movies in theaters with the traditional windows. Those movies will flow through the Canal Plus output deal," as he's just mentioning because he's talking to his partners. "We never got into it before, but because we never owned a theatrical distribution mechanism, we were monetizing movies through our own subscription because that's how we were growing the business the fastest," unquote. Adrian, thoughts on the developments? Anything you think or anything you read that I maybe didn't write here that you're interested in or want to talk about?
I don't know. It's interesting. I know Ted Sarandos saying we're going to continue doing the theatrical distribution. I think he's lying. I genuinely believe that. I think, maybe they're going to purchase Warner Brothers, and then after a couple of years, it's going to either dramatically shorten down. I think he actively wants to kill the theater industry, genuinely. Because it's going to bring him more profits with subscription services and everything like that. He is a businessman. It's a bunch of billionaires doing all this stuff to ultimately benefit their shareholders and, benefit their business model. So I don't know. I don't believe him there. I still would rather, I think, Netflix win this over Paramount personally. Although I think both of these situations are pretty negative. It is kind of just funny to me though. It's essentially daddy's coming in to bringing in billions of dollars to help this deal go through. And it's so stupid, man. I don't understand how we again, we're all on the ground watching this happen. And it's just and people are cool with this. It's just, I can't wrap my head around it, man. I don't know. It just feels sorry, go ahead.
The elected officials who were voted in to potentially stop the deal from going through aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing.
That's crazy.
Does the regular person like you and me? I mean, we're not related because we're not in the United States. It would be a United States deal situation. So the American citizens, those average people, do they think this is good? I guess that's the question. Because if they think it's bad on average, then I guess the people in Congress should step up and say, no, we're not going to have this happen.
Definitely.
And that's just not the situation they have in the United States government. Largely, at least from what I'm seeing from the outside looking in. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like just from a nationalistic point of view, why wouldn't you want your American company to, out of these two options, be absorbed by the other American company in full, as opposed to selling it to the Middle East that you're constantly, having wars in, and, a very racist society people are just naturally racist to the Middle East based on, the events of 9/11 and everything like that. It's a weird situation that's going on. And then again, that society, specifically, Saudi Arabia, the sovereign wealth fund, all that stuff, it does not mesh with Western culture. And I'm not saying they purchased this business and they're going to change it to, match their values and everything like that. Cause I don't know if that's going to happen. That's way above my knowledge. I don't know these people. I don't know what their intentions are. Chances are they just want to make a shit ton of money. Cool. But it does not mesh. They're killing you for being gay, throwing you off buildings, hanging you for doing things that we just have freedoms over here for.
Killing American journalists, which is obviously a big no-no as well.
Yeah,
all the things you said. I just
don't understand.
LGBTQ plus individuals. It's very
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
a
I just
whitewashing.
find it-
They're just
yeah, dude.
we're allowing it to kind of be allowed to be okay in a weird way
Yeah.
by allowing the funding to go through. If it does in fact happen, which I feel like Netflix may just outbid them again.
Mm-hmm.
Another weird bidding war will happen, even though it kind of already happened. It'll just occur again, theoretically. But then it just depends on how much maybe the United States government favors Larry Ellison to such an extent that it won't matter. Maybe it will just, I don't know. Maybe Netflix will just get pushed aside, depending.
Yeah.
I don't know how much will the corruption go forward to? Like, would it be bribery? Yeah. What would end up happening? Because Larry Ellison's got a lot of money. So
yeah, it's just dumb though, because it's like a government that is so America first as their tagline, being okay with, again, the Middle East coming in and buying one of your companies, essentially, because I think they are funding a lot of it, if not the vast majority of it. I might be mixing it up with the EA deal, because I think like the Sovereign Wealth Fund is like, it's like 90-something% that they're funding for that.
That was the EA deal.
Okay.
This is a 25. This is like under. So the overall deal was like over $100 million for this Warner Brothers purchase, but it's like $20 million, $25 million is coming out of the. Sorry, did I say million? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Imagine. $25 billion is coming out of the wealth, that combination of wealth funds through Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and I think UAE. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I just don't understand it. I think it's all hypocrisy, man. It's all fucking bullshit. They don't
the
believe
EA
anything
thing
that
is crazy. That's a crazy one, because that's a very deeply American company. And that the fact that seems to be going off without a hitch is quite disappointing, actually. I don't know. Yep. It does conflict the way I look at EA, especially because it's the vast majority of the funding, as you just pointed out. That's a huge issue. EA, Electronic Arts, is a huge video game publisher in the United States, and it publishes some of the biggest games every year. And it's really unfortunate that this happened, because again, it's whitewashing. It's like, we're just going to accept that this giant company owns this. I don't think they're going to change the content of the games or the content of Warner Brothers. They're just going to let them do their thing. I believe.
I think they're going to change the content in the way of, they have to cut things. I think we're going to get less and only focus on the things that are going to make them their money back.
That's true. I meant more like that's going to happen with whatever version of a acquisition happens. But I'm saying it's not going to change. They're not going to change it for political censorship reasons. Mm-hmm. But it's funny you say the American First thing. We're not a political podcast, but there's this element like, are they not starting a war with Venezuela? Is that America First? It doesn't look like it. Yeah. They're bombing boats for. Anyway, I don't know. That's very peculiar.
That administration is a fucking joke, dude.
It's just strange. I don't want. Again, I'm not going to make a judgment call, but I mean, is that America First? Just ask yourself that question.
No. Winnie the Pooh's in the Epstein files.
Yeah, that they're drip feeding, even though they're supposed to launch them all at once.
Yeah,
isn't that against the law?
Everything's redacted. It's just like,
what do I know? Well, the redactions theoretically have to happen because you got to respect the victims, but they just didn't release them all at once.
Page, it's like pages where it's just black. It's just bars.
Oh yeah, true that.
Yeah, it's like it's just, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know. I just anyways, not to get too political, but it's just, I don't understand how you can be supportive of your current administration. It's just, I just don't wrap. I like, if you're a Republican, you're pro-life, all of that stuff. I can wrap my head around it. I get it. But like, to be a supporter of, like, who are you? Why? What? Like, you just, come on, man. Just explain it to me. Explain it to me. I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely curious. Apart from it just being like, oh, America, shut the fuck up.
Well, so my thought process, and I've said this for years, is that it's a team game, and we've talked about this before. There's this idea that you're on one side or the other. It's PlayStation versus Xbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's conservatives versus liberals. Like our that conservative government here. We don't have a conservative government here, but the conservatives, like the actual federal conservatives in Canada, our blue version.
Yeah.
We flipped the colors in Canada, but our blue conservatives and our red liberals, like the liberals are they seem to be wanting to actually make change, and they're quite conservative, actually, the ones that are currently in power. Whereas the conservatives just complain. And no matter what you do, you want a pipeline? Oh, we want more than the pipeline, even though we asked for this exact thing last year, where we want more than that. And they just complain. And there's an element of like the team game. People on picking either side. So if you're picking a Republican or Democrat, or you're picking the liberals or conservatives, whatever it may be, there's this element of like, it doesn't matter what they do. It's kind of like, I have to side with my people. There's like, I have to have somebody to believe in. It's like an absence of God type situation. Like we're in a more secular society than ever. And you have to have somebody to believe in, and you believe in your Lord and Savior, Donald Trump, I guess. I don't know. It's just peculiar to me. Like if you look at what's happening, you would think, wow, this is absurd. But it's like, I don't really care what happens. It's us against them. It's always us against them. We got to deport these people because they're from Mexico 20 years ago and they didn't completely fill out their paperwork. It's like, but they've been working here and paying taxes for years. Like, no, that's not enough. Like, it's just strange. So like,
God wouldn't want
they're
them
criminals.
There.
Deport them. 100%. You know what I mean?
God doesn't want them there. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
God built these borders. Okay.
Yeah, it's us versus them, and that's the problem. Is like it's a team game. It's like it's actually the better analogy to all analogies is sports. It's like this idea that they're playing on they're voting for their sports team. They're like, oh, it's the Jets versus the. I picked the wrong thing because I don't know football probably more than any other sport.
Versus the Vikings.
Sure, or the Patriots or whatever. And like, so you're voting for
the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's your colors. And so that's another way to do it. My recommendation to everyone, again, you should be an undecided voter and you should go for the lesser of the evils, because none of the options are going to give you the best option. There's this idea like we're going to abstain from voting this year because Biden didn't quite meet my quota of how I wanted him to deal with the Israel-Palestine situation. It's like, no, you don't abstain from voting. That doesn't tell anyone anything. You're just going to get the other guy in. Is that useful? You pick other things that you believe in. You only believe in one thing. Anyway, this is way too political. Let's move on. But it is bizarre. That's what it is. It's a team game. So we'll see what happens with this. But I will go back on the flip side of the not less political part of this. When Ted Sarandos says the thing where he's like, we were monetizing movies through our own subscription service because that's how we were growing the business the fastest. I love that line. Because that to me, you said he's lying. That's what makes me think he's not telling the whole truth. That's how we're growing the business fastest. The theater industry hasn't grown.
Yeah.
But the theater industry hasn't grown. Right.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, Warner Brothers had a pretty great year this year, and actually Disney's actually hit $6 billion. They're on track to, at least they're hitting $6 billion with Avatar for the first time since 2019.
Fire and
in terms of the box office results, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. But arguably, like the overall theatrical industry has detracted. It's not increased in revenue. So if you're saying that you're growing the business the fastest, that's still going to be the case. So what's going to happen is years down the line, you're just going to keep moving stuff to your streaming platform as the theatrical industry continues to contract.
Yeah.
I just think that you just told us that by that paragraph, that the thing you were saying about how you're supporting theatrical experiences, you're also saying the answer, which I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it would be cool if he keeps his word and he really sees the advantage of the theatrical experience, because especially based upon the people he's working with, the creators who are going to care about this. And I'm hoping that comes to pass, but I don't know. It's kind of, again, this is the situation for us too. Like, which one's bad here? If we had to vote for this, which one's it's the lesser of two evils. Which one's a good option? None of them are good. You pick the lesser of two evils because that's what a nuanced society of, thinking adult people is. You have to just think about what is the lesser of the evils and choose that option. If you could pick the third option as the deal doesn't go through, I would do that. But I don't know that it's going to happen with this current administration in the United States.
And I mean, you could even make an argument that is not a good option either, because of how the business is currently run, right? Like, I feel like there's arguments to be made for all of those. But yeah.
What do you mean about that? Sorry, maybe clarify that so I understand.
Just like how again, this year has been a really good year for Warner Brothers in general. But I think like with previous years, especially if you're looking at it from like a game studio perspective and like
that's the only thing I think. I think that they've had like a amazing year this year, and they like David Zaslav hired James Gunn. I think that it's looking up. It's never looked better. I feel like, I don't know. We'll see. But is that it? It was just the game studios thing? Or?
I think the game studios, and again, I mean, like they did lose Christopher Nolan a couple years ago. Like
I think that was because of
theatrical stuff.
Because they were putting things, and I think that was a COVID decision that was made. I think they would admit that it's a mistake actually today. To be honest. But that's funny because this that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
They're being bought by Netflix. So theoretically, it's like their dream come true. We tested the waters and it didn't work out. Now we're going to eventually go full steam ahead with streaming. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's the lesser of the three evils. That's not a good option. You may be right, but I think that's definitely the lesser of the three evils. You break up the company, you make it linear networks on one side, and then you put studios and streaming on the other, like they plan to do, and you just run it the way you just try to run the company up in an upwards trajectory on a revenue perspective. Like this was a great year for theaters for Warner Brothers, for theatrical releases, I should say. They were competing with Disney for a while until Disney destroyed with Zootopia and Avatar. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep looking at this story. It's cool. Every 2 weeks, I'm sure there's lots that will happen. When we used to do this podcast weekly, things wouldn't like change that much between them. There's like multiple kind of differences. We'll see. There'll be a deal eventually. I feel like it's going to take forever though. I think Netflix is going to come in and say, "Oh no, actually, if they accept the Paramount deal, Netflix will be like, whoa, are we doing a bidding war again? I'm sorry. Here's our bid. Yeah. I'll just go around. I'm assuming that would be what would happen.
Then Ted Sarandos walks into Oracle and just murders Larry Ellison in cold blood.
Whoa.
And then he goes into Paramount and just fucking murders David Ellison in cold blood.
And then they don't give it to Netflix because there's murder in it. Although
he gets away with it. He gets away with it.
and he gets away.
This is
quite the story.
Yeah.
What is this like?
And then he's in season 2 of The Studio.
Right. Yeah.
Even more.
It becomes a very dark drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that means it's got to become an hour per episode.
It's true. That's how math works.
Math.
Yeah.
It's just a contradiction to comedies. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, Scream Queens. It's an hour.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's true. Rare exceptions.
Yeah. Show's pretty good. It's a little much though. We've kind of like simmered down on it. You got to be like in a mood.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. You ready to move on?
Yeah. Let's talk about Christopher.
Christopher. Yeah. Another Christopher. All right. Well, Chris Evans is in Avengers Endgame, Adrian, as revealed by a teaser shown off. Dude,
I know he's in Avengers Endgame. We watched that movie in 2019.
Sorry, did I say Endgame? Oh my God.
Yeah, you did.
Thank God.
It's because he wrote it.
Thank God. Oh, yeah, I wrote it. Now that's true.
Yeah, there's no going back.
Hollywood.
Anyways, I know
Chris Evans is in Avengers Doomsday. Doomsday, Adrian. I'm sorry for the mistype. Oh. Chris Evans, the actor who plays Captain America, and therefore Captain America will be in Avengers Doomsday, as revealed by a teaser shown off during Avatar: Fire and Ash. This is very, very strange. There's something about this that's really weird. And I just want to address this right out of the gate. There is no way that people thought this was we didn't know for sure this was happening before this was teased, right?
It's just rumors and speculation.
And Chris Evans was saying, "No, I'm not in it." He lied several times to various publications. Correct? We've all we're on the same page. Because there's a weird thing. If you look at the trailer, this teaser is now released, right? This was a teaser that was revealed only exclusively to the people who watched Avatar: Fire and Ash. But then they released this same teaser online for everyone to see.
Yeah.
But if you look at the teaser and you go down, people are like laughing, crying emoji. Oh, they had so many leaks that now they had to just release. They just had to tell everyone. That's like many comments. And I'm just like, are you talking about the thing that they released to the public that was not... No one was NDA'd who went to go see Avatar Fire and Ash, the movie that's already made $500 million at the box office.
I think what they're referring to is not this. I think they're referring to leaks online where it's just people that are running these random clickbait websites being like, I heard Chris Evans is going to be there. I heard we're getting Robert Downey Jr. as well. And it's like you're just swinging for the fences and saying things that are totally possible to happen, pretending that you have insider knowledge only for it to be proven correct.
Yeah.
You know,
a
it's
broken
like
clock is broken.
Exactly.
Is right once a day type situation. Yeah.
Twice a day. But yes.
Twice a day. Right. Sorry. Well, that's it.
Unless you're running on 24-hour time, which is okay.
Right. Well. Yeah. That's correct.
Yeah. So
true.
In which case.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I'll throw this to you, and I have lots to say about this. Otherwise, I just wanted to establish that first, that this was not known. No one knew this. This is not even leaked in a substantial way, really. It was just, it was leaked, and that a lot of people knew that the teaser existed already, and then they released it to everyone so that everyone could see it, because that was what they're going to do in the first place. But anyway, what do you think about the fact that Chris Evans is going to be in Avengers Doomsday? And more importantly, in my opinion, what do you think about the fact that they chose to reveal it now?
So I'm of two minds about this. I'm of my personal mind and my devil's advocate. Okay. Me being devil's advocate, it's like Chris Evans being in this movie, it's not that big of a deal. They probably thought, hey, yeah, this is gonna drive people to the theaters. We got way bigger reveals for the movie, and that's maybe their thought process.
Sure.
I disagree with that. I think it's stupid that you're doing this. It's a big surprise. I think about all the rumors and speculation to a movie like Spider-Man, No Way Home, Far From Home, the third Spider-Man movie.
No Way Home.
Yeah, that one. There's a bunch of rumors, there's a bunch of speculation, but nothing was confirmed prior to that. So when these reveals were happening in that movie, there was still this crazy level of excitement in the theater. And, you as the viewer watching it being like, wow, this is awesome. What a twist. I knew this was probably coming, but it's still awesome to see it unfold on the big screen when I'm in the theater surrounded by, tens, dozens, hundreds of people, or however big my theater is. And there's these moments that I think about, that theater going experience that I'm sure you had as well in Spider-Man No Way Home, or in Avengers Endgame, or Avengers Infinity War, this communal experience of experiencing it all at the same time together being awesome. And it's like, I love those movies because I think they're great movies, but also because of the experience and how I felt watching it surrounded with all these people that I didn't know. And you have this like weird kinship with, the guy sitting directly behind you that you don't even know their name, but they're just as excited as you are because this is unfolding on the screen. And it's like, it's a surprise and coolness. And I think, I think this is like a prime example of, Marvel is arguably doing worse, post Endgame compared to how it was doing, previously, or I guess post No Way Home, because No Way Home was after that. They're not hitting $1 billion with every movie like they were in the lead up to that. Or right after that, even with like Captain Marvel hitting $1 billion. Right. And you're having a lot of people kind of back out of the MCU. Like I know some friends that are like, yeah, I haven't watched, the last like 5 movies or TV shows because there's so much going on. It's like, I'm just not attached to this anymore. And how do you bring people back in? Hey, remember this, your favorite character from the time of the MCU that you liked? Come on, he's in this one. Come back, like come sit back down in the theater seats and give us $1 billion again. And this just feels so commercial, where it's frustrating, where I'm confident that the Russo brothers are making this movie with passion and they're confident in their product, and it's probably going to be great. You'd hope, that they do. I mean, they crush it with every MCU movie that they've done. But again, this just makes it feel like the execs, I guess, aren't as confident in this universe anymore. It's like, how do we bring people back in? And it's just the member berries from fucking South Park. Like, remember the Death Star? Like, I don't know if you're not a South Park guy, but it's the same thing, right? Like, it's disappointing. Like, be confident, bring people in, let word of mouth spread, man. Like, people I think are going to watch this anyways. You already revealed Robert Downey Jr.'s in this as Dr. Doom. Why do you have to reveal more? Obviously, we probably know, Thor's coming back anyways. Like, we still have a lot of those previous characters coming back regardless. Just let the movie speak for itself. And, maybe Doomsday doesn't pop off as much as you want it to, but if it does well and it's interesting and word of mouth spreads, people are going to go to it. And then come the one after this one, whatever it's called, Avengers Secret Wars, people are going to be sitting back down in those seats day one and, having it cross, $1 billion within, a few weeks. Right. Like, yeah. I think this just kind of highlights a level of, what it's always been. It's commercial. It's a business. They got to make money. But I feel like this was like the prime example of releasing this teaser trailer a year ahead and just being like, hey man, like we're a commercial company. We got to make money. How are we going to bring people in? Like, it just doesn't seem like a creative choice. It seems like a boardroom choice, and it's a bummer. I'm not saying having Steve Rogers in the movie. I'm saying releasing this teaser with Steve Rogers in it is like not a creative choice. It seems like a commercial choice. So I don't know. Not a fan of this. I was kind of disappointed. I like surprises. I want to be surprised. So I don't know. What do you think about this, man? What do you think?
I'm flabbergasted. It really upset me.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. When I was hearing the rumors of this teaser being shown at Fire and Ash, I was like, what? Why would you tell anyone this? I think this is actually the opposite of marketing. It's like counter marketing. People were clowning on them. They're like, see this? Like, they're just going to go back to pre-Endgame. They're like, haha. Like, what are you gaining from? I have no idea what you even gain. You're not a YouTube content creator. You're not creating hit YouTube clips on YouTube. Like, oh, I'm going to get millions of views on this clip for this teaser trailer. That's not your job. Your job is to create cinematic experiences in the theater. That's your whole thing. The Russo brothers are all about the theatrical experience. I sent you a video that showed this. They're bringing Endgame back to the theaters. When did they do that? Did they already do that now? I can't even remember.
September of next year.
It's next year, right? Just before Doomsday comes out. Fine. So they put this video up on Instagram and social media, and it says, "Do you remember this? Do you remember this feeling?" And it was like this feeling of when Cap catches the hammer and like there's like, and he's like on your left or whatever.
Yeah,
those moments and everyone's cheering in the theater. It's like Avengers Endgame's coming back. It's like, you loved it. It's like, we love it too. And then they're like, Avengers Endgame coming back to theaters. It's like, okay, you just posted that, and now you're posting a clip of Steve Rogers is returned. What to what end are you? What are you accomplishing here? I just don't even understand what you even. Word of mouth is more powerful, arguably, than the marketing that you're going to have. I just don't think if you have people really hyped up because they went to the theaters, and there's also this idea like there's something to spoil. They've discovered something that people don't know, and they're like, oh, you got to go see it. You got to go see it. That happens, and people go see the movie repeatedly because of the feeling that they had the first time. They're not going to have that feeling the first time. You're losing all of that marketing, and I wonder, like, they've been doing this more and more. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're desperate or something. There's like a cowardly aspect. They don't want to take any risks, so they just reveal all the plot points and it's Thunderbolts is now the new Avengers. We're just going to tell everyone this in all of the marketing material, like publicly online. Like, what are you doing? Can you within
a day after its release? I think it was like
fine,
either the next
like a
day
week,
or
maybe maybe a month later. But you like maybe on Disney Plus when it hits there. Are you seriously you're this desperate? You're doing Doomsday. You revealed the entire goddamn cast of freaking 50 stars that everyone knows and loves. You don't need to say, also Chris Evans. Like, why didn't you just do that on the chair reveal then? They had that chair reveal. It ran all day long. Just put Chris Evans at the end. What's the difference? Like, why is it revealed now, too? Why now? You have a full year before the movie even comes out. You're trying to hype it a year in advance? I don't even get it. It's so bonkers. Like, they must be like in a boardroom. They're like panicking. Like, we're not going to do it this year. Next year is going to be a disaster. We're not going to sell tickets. Like, Who's not going to go watch Doomsday? People are going to go see it. Not to worry. Like, if you're worried about this, is the movie bad? Are you seeing screenings? Like, what's happening? I'm like literally lost. It really, really, I was confused. It was like a 12-hour clip of all the cast.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it.
And again, I was even annoyed about that like 12-hour reveal because it revealed cast members from like the Thunderbolts showing up, and I think again Fantastic Four showing up, and then you're watching this reveal and you're like, oh, okay, so I guess these characters in this next movie that I'm gonna watch, they're gonna be fine. Like there's it removes the tension when they are in like a life or death situation. Exactly. Sure. So like I remember, I think I pointed that out after that chair reveal, because like going into Thunderbolts, they're like, anyone can die. This is crazy. And it's like, no, actually none of them can, except for the one character that wasn't in those chairs.
You're right. Yeah, exactly.
And it's just like,
stupid. Okay. I just don't know who this is for. I'm just confused about who it's for. Like it was so on the nose.
The lowest common denominator, dude. It's for the people that are like, oh, like, again, that will just eat anything up. And they're like, wow, this is cool. I'm going to make a 10-minute YouTube video about this. It's like, I don't know. It's just like this endless cycle. Like, I don't think this is for, I guess, arguably, it's for the average person, like the simple person. I'm 100% with you. It makes no sense. I think this is a bad marketing decision. But I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure you ask someone, they're probably going to be like, oh, did you hear Steve Rogers coming back to the new Avengers? Yeah. I can't wait to see him. I'm sure someone's going to say that. You work in retail. You're going to come by someone that is going to say that exact line. 100%.
So maybe it will work. Maybe you're saying on the other flip side, you think it works. Then maybe it's a good idea. I think if I was Chris Evans, though, I got to be real with you. If I was Chris Evans, and this happened, I'd be like, why have I been lying to freaking publicity for? I'm lying for a teaser trailer. I'm a movie star. I'm in movies. I'm not lying for the movie I'm going to be in. I'm lying for freaking a teaser trailer you launched randomly on an Avatar Fire and Ash. There's apparently more of these. There's one for Thor and various others. Like, and then at the end, I think it's hilarious too. The end of the teaser is Chris Evans Captain America will return. It's like, you couldn't be more on the nose. Like, why don't you spell it out for me with like each letter? They basically did that. I can't understand it. You're right. It's for the lowest common denominator, but that's not how they had the hype of Endgame or No Way Home. No Way Home had. They waited. They waited. They didn't tell anyone. Why that did not work. Think
about even was it last year with Deadpool, man? Deadpool and Wolverine movie. There was some pretty big reveals and cameos in that movie, not spoiled in the marketing. It was like, no, we're going to bring
true.
Yeah. Right.
And that brings me to my next point, I guess, do you think that there's any chance that there's any bigger reveal than this? And I think no. I'm sorry, but the only thing I can think of that would be a bigger reveal, it's going to come of us as heartless. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say something. It's like Chadwick Boseman returns. Like,
I was literally thinking the exact same thing.
Who else could you have return? There's no one else.
Like some weird AI form, and then like the family was okay with it.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, that would be horrible. But but you think about that. Like, how you can't have anyone else. There's no one bigger than that. For the MCU, in terms of its core, the Chadwick Boseman would be bigger. That's it. That's it, and that's impossible. So
it would be bigger because he has passed away. He's dead, amazing, and he was phenomenal. It's just, I don't know. I just find it absurd, genuinely. It's like they freaking bring him back from the dead for the movie. And it's like, come on, man. Like, I don't know.
What else is there, though? I'm just like thinking, what
Scarlett Johansson. They bring her back now.
But she's not bigger than Chris Evans as Captain America. He roots the whole team together. It's just like there's nothing you can do. It's so stupid. There is no bigger reveal. You already pulled the first punch because you decided that you were going to tell us Robert Downey Jr. Imagine how cool that mask and reveal would have been in the movie theater.
I know.
I already thought about that initially. That would have been so cool if they had done that. And now everyone could just talk about it for a full 365 days before the movie ever comes out. I don't understand what you're gaining. You've revealed this is the only twist that would be, again, I don't understand. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I think you're losing built-in marketing. I just think you're losing, not winning. I don't know. It's very bizarre.
Dude, think about the opening of Endgame with Hawkeye.
Right.
Like, And think about how that wasn't spoiled, and you go sit down in the theater and you're like, wow, that's a fucking stellar opening for a movie. I can't wait. And he has an awful haircut, but damn, this is going to be a good movie. Like you're all in it. And then just imagine you go in Avengers Doomsday, day one, you sit down, and that's the opening scene of the movie. Some guy on a motorcycle goes upstairs, picks up a baby, and then it pans up and it shows that it's like Steve Rogers. And you're like, what? What's going on here? And then it's just like, it cuts, and then like that. Just imagine the tingle, how the theater would pop off right away. But like you said, they're showing all their cards. Like, what else can you do? I guess you can kill off a bunch of characters and do shock value like that. Maybe you bring in the entire original cast of X-Men from the Fox universe, both the James McAvoy one and the Patrick Stewart one. You just bring that entire cast in. Like, but even that's not. Is that bigger? No, it's not. It's just.
But you already have too many characters. Do they want to add more characters? I'm not sure you're even going to gain anything. You want to get one person who's going to really do it, and that would have been it. There was an idea, maybe like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield return again. That could maybe help, but you already did that. You're just not. You're not gaining anything. I'm so confused. It's just like, I love to be in the room with, like, is Kevin Feige lost his way? Like, did he hit his head? What is happening? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like, he's the man in charge. What's going on?
Maybe he spread too thin, man. Like, I think maybe that's what it was, because they started doing so much additional content, and I feel like
they reeled
when
it back
in. Yeah,
he specifically said
definitely should
it back in.
Yeah, but I think maybe he spread himself too thin, and things went awry, and now it's like, I don't know. I'm sure he still has a lot of control, but I feel like there's probably way more pressure on him. Like, no, we need to make money. Like, you guys aren't making as much money. Fantastic Four should have been a hit. Should have made a shit ton of money, but it wasn't. Right? Like, and it just, I don't know. Captain for America should have been a hit. Wasn't. Right? Like, I just feel like, I think they're scrambling. Again, I just, this felt like a boardroom decision, and it's frustrating because I feel like there was a time where, again, MCU was always commercialized, but there was a time where it felt like creators came in and could do something. And you had the Guardians movies, you had again, the Captain America movies, like, you had these events, and now it's like, we got to make the event, and we need to send this to, again, as many people as possible to bring them in. And that's what they're hoping.
Got to put it on TikTok. It's got to be. Can you reveal all the reveals?
My biggest issue, man, is the way I found out about this is I opened Instagram, and literally I just saw, like, it's Rotten Tomatoes, and it was, the first thing was Chris Evans returning in Avengers Doomsday. I didn't even watch the trailer. I was like, okay, I guess I just got this spoiled in a line of dialogue, like in a fucking text box. And then I watched the trailer, and I'm like, you serious? And I sent it to you, and I'm like, okay. I think I literally wrote, oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Like, did you see all that stuff before? Because I saw it for a week, because this Fire and Ash was already in theaters. So that's what.
Like, you heard about it before? No, I didn't know
because it was like I was showing up in some of the, because I'm constantly reading these websites, so like Variety, Deadline, and Hollywood Reporter. And I just constantly see, because I'm constantly clicking for those. I guess my algorithm's showing them more. So as a result, like, people were like, "Oh, he's going to return." So I already knew before, and then they actually did it, and they showed the trailer, and I was hoping it was fake. But when I heard about it, that's what I was saying. When I heard about it initially, I heard about it on the Saturday of like the 19th, 20th, and I was like, okay, I hope this is fake, because that's really stupid, like a really stupid decision. And then no, it wasn't fake. It was not fake. They were gonna tell us. It's like, I love that people like also just love this idea of this, like, it's like the knowledge is currency type situation. Like, you don't want to be surprised. Like that was the thing about the YouTube comments. It's like, oh, it was, everyone knew it was coming, and now it's here because they had to reveal it because everyone knew about it. It's like, no, I don't think so, dude. Like, I don't think so. Like,
brother.
Come on.
Like, leave it up to speculation. That's stupid.
It's so stupid. It's like, speculation's cool. Like, everyone kind of knew that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, but they really didn't. I didn't know. I was like, wouldn't that be cool? That's what I kept thinking, because Andrew Garfield was doing such a freaking goddamn good job in every interview he was in. It's like, I think he was, wasn't he promoting that musical he was in at the time?
The Tick Tick Boom.
Yeah, Tick Tick Boom. And he's just like, everyone was asking him questions. He was like almost having a good time with it. It looked like he was just like, no, I'm not in it. I know it would be awesome. I'd love to be. Like, this guy's killing it. That was a better performance than his performance in the movie, and he did a great job. So in the movie, so I feel like that's awesome. It's just, there's a fun about that. That's the fun about the industry that I enjoy watching. It's like, that was in 2021. Like, it wasn't that long ago. Like,
it was 2020, wasn't it?
2021.
Oh,
it was a year after COVID.
Oh, because of COVID, everything changed.
Yeah. Anyway,
remember COVID?
I sure do.
Crazy.
Yeah. Crazy indeed.
That was a time.
All right, man. Let's move on then. Yeah. What a disappointment. This was such a disappointment.
Quick aside, do we want to watch Avatar Fire and Ass in theater?
So mean. Fire and Ass. In the theater, I don't know. I'm not really. I kind of want to watch other movies. I don't know. I've been on I've watched a lot of things in the last little bit, but it's mostly streaming, which is ironic because I like theaters. But yeah, I don't know. If you're interested, sure. I know that my wife likes Avatar enough. Like, she's like a middle ground to Avatar. She's like, I like it enough too. Actually, it's good. It's cool. It's fine. It's a 3.5 hour movie almost. So she's not interested in it in theaters because she watches it in segments. She'll watch half and then watch another half. Like, she would just randomly will watch Avatar just randomly because it's just something.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. If we don't watch this in theaters, I will probably never watch this fucking movie.
So maybe we should go see it then.
There's like a very, very high chance I'm never going to watch this movie if we don't watch it in theaters.
Okay, well, we'll think about it. Let's take a look.
Do I want to watch it? No, not really. But it's also just like, maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the one where I'm like, wow, Spider's such a great character. I'm so glad they kept him in this movie as well, and I love this. Maybe I'm going to send you
that clip. It was not a clip. It was like an article where James Cameron said like everything hinged on Spider.
Yeah,
like it didn't. Nothing worked unless Spider was in it. Wait. Yeah. That's a reference to.
Jar Jar Binks is the key to all of this. Right. It's the same thing. Jar Jar Binks is a better character than Spider. by every aspect. I'm not even being facetious. You're laughing, but I genuinely believe that.
Cameron did say that weird Spider was the linchpin. Like, he held it all together.
Why, dude? He was the least interesting character in the Way of the Water. He was annoying. He's weird to look at. I'm watching this movie with a bunch of blue people, and he's the weirdest looking one. I just like
his dreadlocks. He's a white guy,
dude. And he's just like monkeying around. It's fucking Tarzan, dude. You just made Tarzan, but it's twice the length, and there's a big scene with a whale. And it's like you made Pocahontas before, like.
The reviews for the movie say they're pretty much the same thing as we've been saying about the first two. Is that it's like not very. The plot is this weakest part. I'm like, oh man, again.
I know.
Come on. This time I thought it would be different a little bit because it felt like, you don't have enough Pocahontas and Tarzan to go off. So what are you going to do the next one on Pinocchio or? I'm kidding.
Dude, I'm genuinely curious though. Like, what is it? What is it going to be? Actually, I'm curious because people were saying like, the story doesn't feel as original this time. I think I read I forget who reviewed it and said something along those lines. I'm like, what do you mean as original? The other two weren't original. So what is this? What could it be? What could it be, Simon? It's fucking Stephen Lang. He's a blue guy now, and he's banging the other blue one. Like, is it just like
the red one?
Yeah, the red blue one.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is happening? I'm trying to think of a Disney property that has a similar thing. It's a fucking. Yeah. Is it Lion King? Is this one just going to be Lion King? Hamlet? Scar being like, I'm the king now. You want an equal. Well, Scar doesn't do that. But,
yeah. Maybe it's Lion King, though.
Taking over the pride. Scar takes over the pride. Is this going to be Hamlet's Lion King?
You know what's crazy is that I'm surprised. Yeah, that is actually a connection because like he's like he's a human person sort of, but he became an avatar, and he can come in and I don't want to spoil anything, so we shouldn't probably talk about it
of the original Lion King.
No, Avatar. The Way of Water, dude.
Oh yeah, sorry. I got.
We're talking about Avatar, not Lion King. Lion King you can't really spoil because it's Hamlet, as you said.
Yeah,
but you're right. Actually, Hamlet's actually a really good thought because of the connection with this. Like, he's almost the same family. Like Scar was Simba's uncle. You know what I mean? Like in a human race perspective, the villain is part of the same family, but he's connected to the Na'vi. So it's like that could be something that comes in because he's coming in, but you can't really. Well, I guess so because you could befriend to betray the Avatar, the Na'vi that you're dealing with. That's not a crazy thought. I'm curious. That would be fun. It must almost be fun to watch it to see which movie it is they're gonna take the ideas from, or nothing. Maybe it's original.
Maybe it
this
is.
time it's original.
Again, I want to like this franchise genuinely. I want to.
Yeah, right.
It looks cool. It has such a cool visual aesthetic.
Sure.
I think it's cool idea. This like alien planet. They're fucking riding on these dragon things, shooting fucking bow and arrow and people, dude. Like it's badass fighting against these huge mechs. Like it's a cool idea.
The game is better than ever. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora is like better than ever. This? I'm not playing it. No,
I want to play it.
I'm not that interested in Avatar, but it looks like from the perspective of the graphics of it, because it's a Snowdrop engine, like Ubisoft's massive, and it looks so. They added a third person. No, yeah, they added third person, so you can switch between first and third person in the DLC that they recently added. But it's just a cool idea. Is that they just
is it just the DLC? That's third person, or is the entire?
No,
game
you can do the whole game. It's like
cool.
I think that was a free update,
cool,
but I think it's like less expensive than
play
ever too. It's maybe worth it for you to try because it looks gorgeous. Snowdrop is awesome. Like that engine's crazy. It's awesome. So I think that Avatar kind of works best in a video game. I think it was a Wired article that was saying that like Avatar the movies are fine, but really the best way to experience Avatar like Pandora is Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's kind of neat. But anyway, yeah. What are you doing?
I'm checking to see if it's on sale, like on Best Buy or some shit. I think it's on sale right now online. It's like $40 or something. Like with the DLC.
Because they're reselling it packaged with the DLC now in stores, I think. So I think they ran out of the regular version. So I think it was like $55 or something.
Yeah, it is $55. I'm not spending that much on that.
Yeah, it'll go down. If it's $55 is the base amount, you'll see it drop. But
yeah.
Anyways, cool. Let's move on to the next. Where are we at?
C.
We are on Chris Evans for that was so disappointing. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, C as it said here in the document. But yeah, the third of the trilogy of topical tidings, Adrian, is starting in 2029. The Academy Awards will air exclusively on YouTube. So it's taking the contract from ABC linear network, and it's going to YouTube in 2029. What do you think of this overall? And
I think it's great.
Yeah,
I think it's great. I like having the ability to just watch this at home, anywhere, on your phone, tablet, computer, just on the fucking television, just on YouTube, which is like accessible by everyone. I think this is fantastic. Yeah. I think the biggest issue with the Academy Awards is how hard it was to get. And it's funny, we just talked about how Crave is now adding the Academy Awards, that you can just stream it through the Crave app for this upcoming Academy Awards. It's like, oh, finally, it took them long enough. And it's like, it's still nice. We're still going to get what, three years? 6, 7, 8. So like 3 years where we can watch it on Crave. Fantastic. Cool. But I don't know. Like you made it so inaccessible. And I think this is going to make it as accessible as remotely possible, arguably. It's going to probably make the Academy Awards a bigger thing. And I think it's going to probably help the movie industry because more people can now watch the Academy Awards. You're just chilling up at home. Oh, it's on YouTube. Sure, I'll put that on. Oh, this movie seems cool. Maybe I'll go watch that in theaters. Maybe I'll go see a Nora in theaters because it just won Best Picture or something like that. Right? Like, I think this is purely positive from my perspective.
Yeah, it's a celebration of the industry in a large way. Yeah. I was going to say analogy, but it's not really an analogy. The similar show to this in some way from a different industry is the Video Game Awards, and it's completely free, and it's been on YouTube from a very long time. I guess since it moved from Spike TV back in the day, years ago.
15
and the VGAs is insane. The Video Game Awards it
2014.
gets crazy viewership. Like I think it was over 100 million people watched it, which is way more than the Academy Awards have gotten in viewership over the last few years. And like the idea of buying into the Academy Awards with a network, like a linear network purchase in some way, a cable subscription or a streaming service versus not having that barrier of entry. The number of people that are going to see the ads, as an example, on YouTube, how much more money are you going to rake in? I feel like it's a lot more. I just feel like, what's the point of even doing that? Like, why have that barrier where you have to buy into it? So I think
Definitely.
the VGA is crazy. Video Game Awards is crazy. I saw the stat. I was like, over it. It was the largest viewership ever for the Video Game Awards this year. And it was like over 100 million. I was confused because I was trying to add it up. I went to the official stream, like the English stream, and it was like 20 million. I was like,
it's crazy.
How did you get to the 100 million? I'm like, it's
So
like all the
it was
languages.
also-
Is this how it works?
Maybe, but it was also airing on Amazon Prime this year.
They don't
You can-
report those numbers though. Those weren't included. That was the article said. That's what was so strange. So it must have been the different languages, I assume,
Yeah,
over English. But I was like very confused. Like also maybe they counted like IGN and all the other YouTube views because they give the stream to various other publications
It's
that
true.
people watch as well.
Yeah, like
So there might have been huge publications that kind of played it as well.
Well, yeah, no,
that they
definitely,
counted.
because because like IGN games, but even like
They did.
smaller, like YouTube channels, like Kind of Funny or like Sacred
Yeah.
Symbols that we both like watch, like they're streaming it. And then you have these, large YouTubers like I don't know, I can't think of any other YouTuber off the top of my head, so it doesn't matter.
Moist Critical.
Moist Critical, yeah. I
He
don't
won
know.
I think he won. Didn't he win?
Yeah, best influencer
creator,
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
creator content
creator. Yeah, he was in Dispatch, so that's why
Yeah,
he's on the
Sonar.
top of my mind.
He's awesome. I like Moist Critical.
Yeah,
As his
I don't know
character,
anything about him.
Sonar.
He's a good.
I have not watched
Yeah,
a single
yeah.
Moist Critical edit. But yeah, same with this. I mentioned this Asmongold guy. I have no idea who he is. I've heard his name before, and I think he's like a controversial figure. But I know he's like a
Okay.
big game person. But
I just
have
like
no
Moist
idea.
Critical's voice in Dispatch.
He's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, yeah, it's good. I'm excited about this, but I'm excited about it going to Crave, as you pointed out. That's actually awesome. That's all I really ever wanted. But I'm curious to see if the Academy Awards can hit new heights, and then again, because it's a celebration of Hollywood, could the movie industry and movie industry hit new heights too? They all rising tide lifts all boats type situation.
Yeah.
It's like a stubbornness for the old ways that is not necessarily helpful. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, curious. All right. Moving on now to the trailer roundup, Adrian. There were a lot of trailers released in this period. And I think it's because of potentially a lot of the movie releases, like the big blockbuster movie releases that have happened recently. And because I think maybe that's just the thing during this period of time for like Christmas season, like holidays. But Animal Farm was like an animated trailer. There was Disclosure Day, which you just mentioned earlier. The Sheep Detectives, which was a really wacky trailer.
I know.
Digger as well, which is interesting. The Odyssey. Don't you dare give me those eyes. I said Digger. The Odyssey, which is that trailer was awesome. Man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
Me too.
Madden. Did you watch the Madden trailer this morning? And then there's a One Piece season 2 tease as well.
Yeah. I saw the Madden trailer during football on Christmas Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wasn't watching football. It was just on the TV. And I looked over. I'm like, oh, hey, there's Christian Bale. I know that guy.
Nicolas
there's
Cage.
Shane Gillis. I know that comedian.
Yeah,
But yeah, no,
cool.
I watched some of these trailers. I think I watched the One Piece season 2 tease. When did that come out? Was that recent?
I think it was today.
Okay, then I have not watched it. I feel like I saw a couple things. Okay, I'll watch that after. I'm excited for One Piece season 2 though. I did watch it because it's like saying it's coming March, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Where is that? I'm just looking to see. Season
Yeah,
2
looks
trailer
really good.
teases. Oh, it was one day ago, according to this.
Okay, I think I did watch it. I'm excited. Cool. I'll watch that for sure. I really liked that first season. I thought it was awesome. I'm not a fan of the anime. Never watched the anime, really. Just like kind of on YTV when I was a kid, and I watched a little bit of the season. Like One Piece was like one of those shows. Like again, I saw in passing, but I was never invested in when I was like young, compared to like a Naruto and stuff. So I really like the live action. The Sheep Detectives. This is a weird one, but there's something nostalgic about it in a weird way. It feels like a movie that you watched as a kid in like the 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That it just kind of hit. It has this vibe to it, and like they don't make movies like this anymore. I feel like that are theatrical, and it's kind of a cool idea of like this is like this weird murder mystery. Who killed Hugh Jackman, the shepherd to these sheep? And these sheep have it's an all-star cast. It's crazy.
Speaking of nostalgic things that don't happen as much anymore, I just realized something, and I meant to talk about this last like 2 weeks ago, and now even this week I should have mentioned it. The Looney Tunes Acme versus Coyote movie is Warner Brothers distributed. Is there any chance they just they kill the deal?
Oh, with the ketchup?
Is there any chance we lose it in theaters? That would be such a tragedy. I hope that doesn't happen. I think not, but I think it's hilarious. That would be such a hilariously tragic end to a movie that I really do want to see in theaters, because that's nostalgic for me too, the Looney Tunes. So I just thought like we don't really make Looney Tunes movies anymore. So I'm curious. I hope that doesn't happen. But I think I was just thinking about that because I'm like, it's just so funny because like they finally got it off the ground. It's gonna launch in theaters, and now it's like Warner Bros. Is like, psych. Netflix is like, psych. We don't care about this shit.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, we're take it back from Catch-Up Entertainment.
Cats.
Anyway, probably not. But anyway, just thought it.
Well, shit.
That
okay.
Cool. Otherwise, the Odyssey.
Awesome. Yeah, Odyssey looks fucking cool, man. I'm into it. Dude, it's Christopher Nolan movie. Come on, you got Anne Hathaway.
Yeah. People are criticizing it though because of the costume design. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't care what other people think. I'm gonna fucking. I watched it on my phone first, and then I'm like,
that's Christopher Nolan intended.
Yeah, I'm like I watched it first. I'm like not sufficient, and I went upstairs and I just like turned it on like at full blast volume. I just watched it on the big screen. I'm like, yes, this looks so good.
That's what's up.
With Benny Safdie with that crazy helmet. Come on, man.
Yeah, dude.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, this guy's gonna fuck people up, presumably in this movie.
Yeah.
You got Tom Holland being like, "Oi, I'm Tom Holland."
Yeah.
He doesn't sound like that. Tom Holland seems like a really nice fella. I shouldn't make fun of him.
Yeah.
I'm not really making fun of him. He's just British. I'm making fun of the British people. Not him.
Okay.
You know?
That's fair. Right. Disclosure Day is the last one I really want to talk about here. I think that looks awesome. I think Steven Spielberg is legendary. I think, I don't know that there's any director that to me, when I think of director, I think of more than Steven Spielberg. I gotta say. I think that he's also created massive blockbusters, but also created not indies really, but like more art house films in the way that he's built, like from Schindler's List to Jaws. He created the blockbuster with Jaws. Like essentially, that's where the term came from that release. So it's like he's a legendary figure, and I think that this. Did you ever watch? And I have never seen it actually. I've only seen it in clips because it was running at the retail store I was working at. But have you ever watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
No.
There's a movie I intend to. I gotta see. But anyway, obviously,
is it on your board that you scratch things off on?
Oh, you've seen that?
Yeah.
I don't think it is. It should be on there though. That's not. I didn't make the board. It's a scratch card that someone else made.
Scratch and sniff.
But yeah, you're interested in this one? Looks crazy good to me.
It does look really good. I'm curious about it. It's cool because he's coming back into alien roots, I guess, right? You know, with I guess Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but also like E.T.
Yeah.
And
it's creepy, this trailer.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It is creepy. Like, what is happening here? I like it because it also doesn't reveal much. And you're just like, oh. But yeah, I don't know. It was funny though. It's like they like, you know, it's like the Weather Network happening, and then Emily Blunt's talking, and all of a sudden it's like, and there's like the weird stuff. Like, people are just watching this on a plane. Who's watching the fucking Weather Network on the plane? You know?
Yeah.
But anyways, Like, that's really the only thing. But again, it looks really good. I'm into it. I'm a Josh O'Connor fan now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's good.
So let's do it. Let's watch this.
Yeah, it's
right
exciting. Now. Well, we can't do that. But what we can do, Adrian, is welcome our audience to an ambiguous Schrodinger segment that likes to be called the Split Focus Toppling Totem. This section of our pod is focused upon a particular core topic and might find itself lodged anywhere between any segments of Split Focus, if it appears at all. What will it be? Where will it arrive? Tune in to find out. This episode, we'll be taking a look at, I should say, our picks for the best films and TV series of the year. We've each chosen 3 seasons of TV or movies. So it can be a movie or a season of TV. And we'll present them in an alternating fashion. As you requested, actually. You wanted to do this. You wanted to do the end of the year strong with our picks for the best of.
Yeah. Ape together strong.
Yes, ape together strong. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I thought this would be a good idea. Like, let's wrap up the year. We've watched some things. We've watched some TV. We've watched a lot of things. And I thought it would be a fun idea to just kind of, highlight things that we really enjoyed over the last year. Maybe
idea.
Not necessarily our favorite thing. Maybe it's just something that like made a big impact. Maybe that's something that stuck around. I ended up choosing kind of like my favorites. I actually wrote down like 6 things, just in case we had overlap and I had to adjust some stuff. So yeah. You know what? Let's switch it around, Simon. You go first this time. Why don't you go first this time?
You're going to regret this.
Yeah, probably.
So my first pick for the best of 2025, Adrian, is a little show from a huge franchise called Star Wars, Andor Season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Andor Season 2 is a legendary TV show. It's very good. Andor Season 1 is also amazing. It's just so good, and it kind of got snubbed at the various award shows so far. So I feel like it wasn't shown the ultimate respect that it deserves. It's strangely topical. It seems to tackle certain political topics that are kind of relevant in today's society in bigger ways than it maybe should, because obviously Andor is a Star Wars thing, and a very deep fascism in Star Wars. So it's obviously not exactly on the nose, but there is some tie-ins there, which is very strange. But the performances from the entire cast, the writing is so tight, the music is so good, the set pieces are so big, the CG is so well designed, the little details, the sound design, the actual sets themselves and the costumes and how every single little piece was done so well, and the cinematography is so brilliant. There's really nothing, not a hair out of place. And I mean, it all comes down to the writing overall. Tony Gilroy, the show creator and the creator of Rogue, well, not really the creator of, but the savior of Rogue One in some aspects. He's done such an incredible job of making this show. And it seems like he made it a family affair with, I think it was Dan Gilroy that wrote one of the best episodes of the show that won the Emmy. Is it Dan? I can't remember. He's got 2 brothers working on this at the same time. One of them's an editor.
2 brothers.
2 brothers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Dan.
Man. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go on. Sorry.
No.
Go on.
Yeah, no, I can't agree with you more. It's become a running joke in my friend group and even with my wife. I love this show. I think this is probably my favorite thing I've watched this entire year, TV show, movie wise. Everything that you said, but just like the idea of what does it take to run like a fascistic, this fascist regime, government
in the galaxy at this level.
The answer is just regular people, in a lot of cases being like thrown into this cog. The idea that it recontextualizes the rebels in such a brilliant way where you as the viewer are even questioning like, does the end justify the means of getting there? everything about it is just so nuanced and brilliant, and it made, I think, literally the best piece of Star Wars content and arguably some of the best piece of TV ever. And I love the show so much. I get excited talking about it. Again, it's become a running joke. When I talk about it, my wife just kind of like, she's like, okay. You know,
you talking to her about it because she didn't also watch it? I can't remember.
Yeah, she has not watched it, and I'm trying to convince her to watch it at some point. And it's funny, even at Christmas dinner, I was sitting next to like a family friend, like someone I've known, and he's like, oh, like what have you been watching? I'm like, a bunch of stuff. And he's like, yeah, like my buddy recommended Andor to me. I'm like, dude, I'm like, please. And like literally immediately Cassandra was like, oh no. Like, she's just like, okay, I'm going to turn away. I was like, dude, you have to. And just like, I was just talking about the quality of it. And again, there's just so many moments in that show from season 1 and again, season 2 being just brilliant, where one line of dialogue just adds so much to everything that's come before it, from, like the season 1, the I can't swim, to, season 2, the who are you? Like just these little moments where you're like, oh my God, this is so good. And, it's crazy. It's crazy that my favorite piece of content that I've consumed this year is arguably a Star Wars TV show. Definitely my favorite thing that I've watched this year. And holy smokes, dude. Brilliant.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's really good. Sorry to take your pick from you. But
it's okay, man. Again, that's why I wrote multiple things. I had a feeling that you'd say that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite. I don't know. I think it might be as well. Yeah. It's tough. It's crazy how the year just kind of melds together though, eh? Because there's a lot on this list that I've got here, and it's like, man, I'm just gonna list off the things that I have, the remaining items I have on this list, as like the kind of honorable mentions without kind of going into too much detail. But okay, I'll throw it to you. What's your first pick here?
Cool, man. So my first pick is probably my favorite movie that I've watched this year.
I know what it is.
Danny Boyle, Alex Garland, they're back, baby. 28 years later. Man, I think this movie is a freaking masterpiece. The like coming out of the theater, just absolutely loving it. And it's been aging like fine wine in my brain. I think everything about this movie, from, the pacing to, again, the cinematography to like the homages to the, original, 28 Days Later, again, the same guys making this one as did the original, and the way they were able to capture that magic once again and turn this tale into a family focused story while still, again, keeping it in this world and the tone and the world building of, what's happened over these 28 years. And just so much about this movie, I think, makes it such a perfect sequel. It's, matured. And again, you can, since I'm such a big fan of The Last of Us, you can see the direct inspiration that Alex Garland took from, The Last of Us and put it into this movie, where Neil Druckmann, did the exact same thing with 28 Days Later, took so much inspiration of that and put it into his universe. And it's this awesome cycle. And I just think that this movie was brilliant. It's heartfelt, it's emotional, it's funny at times, it's scary. It just hits all the marks. And I'm so excited to see what Nia DaCosta's doing, like from a directing standpoint, with Bone Temple that's coming out in just a few weeks.
It's crazy.
And I can't imagine it being, as good as this one, but heck, man, even if it's half as good, I think I'm going to be pleased with it. And again, I just truly love this movie, and it stuck with me. I would have thought that, maybe this is just like that recency bias, but again, the further I've gotten from it, the more I've appreciated it, the more I love it. And, the more excited I get about, again, the sequel that's coming out. And now the now confirmed threequel to this movie as well.
Threequel. Oh, right. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I just think about that sound. There's that sound clip from the 1930s or 1940s. Wait, Must have been the 1940s, because I think it's a World War II clip.
I think so.
It's like a radio broadcast, and they're just playing it, and it's just very haunting. And I don't know. There's a lot of really creative choices that were made, and it's kind of almost like nothing else in a way. And even like it's almost unlike 28 Days Later in very many ways too. It's really good. It's awesome. Yeah, it's really good. I'm very excited to see how it plays out for a trilogy. I like the idea that Alex Garland's writing all three, and then he must have a plan for the entire kind of saga that's going to happen.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how Cillian Murphy might be tied into it, if he is in fact in it, as rumors suggest. And casting, I don't know if they've confirmed it exactly, but I think it was just kind of confirmed.
Yeah,
kind of like in the ether that he was hired on for both Bone Temple and the third one. Anyway, so it should be good. Should be good. I'm excited. The third. My pick, I should say, or my second pick, the third pick overall, is One Battle After Another, which I think is an amazing movie by Paul Thomas Anderson. It's awesome. I think that the overall, like this movie, I feel like is a very strong contender for winning Movie of the Year, Best Picture at the Oscars. And people seem to like it quite a bit too. It seems popular enough. And that's kind of I made this argument last year. Or for this year, I guess, for Anora winning. And Anora is kind of mainstream. It's rare to see something, not mainstream, but kind of a fun movie to watch. Versus like the other movie that was kind of big contender was, the Architect one. What is it called? Can't even remember now.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody, and I don't remember it. But yeah, that was the other contender that people thought might win Best Picture. But then it was Anora. And I think Anora is like overall kind of edging more and toward the blockbuster. It's incredibly an entertaining watch. Like it's very entertaining. It's like it's art house, but it's like art house with a slant. Like it's very. I feel like it's rare for a movie like the movie we can't think of the name of.
Yeah.
To win, or Nomadland to win, which it did win Best Picture, Nomadland.
Yeah. And
so there's that element, but I think that overall, One Battle After Another is incredibly entertaining and incredibly funny. And I think Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro do a fantastic, fantastic job. I think that Paul Thomas Anderson nailed the details as well. I think that's the biggest thing, is that all the details from the karate dojo it was karate, right? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. To like the way that the political state was in this kind of potential alternate near future America is it's crazy. It's really awesome in that way. The devil was in the details, and it was very haunting. Sean Penn. Oh, I forgot about Sean Penn. Teyana Taylor is also incredible in it.
Chase.
I think,
what's her name? Jason Crawford. I want to say Chase Crawford, but I don't think that's right. I don't know why I'm thinking Chase Crawford.
No, it's Infinity Chase, right?
Yeah, that seems right.
Or is it Chase
Crawford?
I don't know.
Chase,
but
Crawford.
And you're looking for that.
Oh, Chase Crawford is the Deep in The Boys.
Oh, yeah,
Infinity Chase.
Yeah, they're all
Chase
great.
Infinity. Yeah.
Chase Infinity. That's just like a great cast. Oh man, the Sean Penn walk throughout that film. Also, the very haunting like piano music that's constantly running through it from Greenwood, Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead. It's just great.
Yeah.
It's overall
Benicio del Toro, dude. Yeah, it's great. And again, it's so well written. It's nuanced. Again, it's like extremism is bad on both ends in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
One is definitely worse.
Yeah.
But, again, it is like everyone is a three-dimensional character and painted in this. And yeah, I think it is a really great movie.
Yeah. I feel like the more I thought about it as well, it kind of got better in my mind. I feel like in the beginning, I didn't like it as much as I didn't really like it, but I feel like it just became, it aged like a stinky cheese,
Yeah. I thought you were going to say a fine wine.
Yeah,
I did.
Not today.
But
yeah, it's really good. I really love it. Yeah, I think it has a real chance of winning as well.
Yeah,
for Best
I think
Picture.
so too. I think so too. It is a fun watch. I feel like I was a little bit too. I don't want to say I was too negative on it, but I definitely was a little bit more negative than expected on it. And I think a lot of that had to do with just again the hype around it, and I was expecting something more. And again, we're coming off a year with such great content. It was tough. So I don't know. It's good stuff. Yeah, I did really like it,
your pick.
I did. Sure. Yeah. My next pick here, my friend, is another movie. This one not fun whatsoever, but funnily enough, another Alex Garland joint. In Warfare.
Oh, yeah. That's a great choice. That was going to be my next one.
That is such a harrowing hour and a half, such an anxiety-inducing hour and a half of a movie that, again, is incredibly nuanced and doesn't paint the picture of, this war propaganda, America, hoorah, good guy. It shows, the atrocities that they also had to commit and how they treated the people in Iraq at that time, in this silhouette, this hour and a half silhouette that you're just watching play out essentially second by second. And it is so good, man. And also, again, so, I already said harrowing, but just so disgusting in its grotesque violence, watching people's fucking legs blow off, getting shot. It does not paint war in a fun light whatsoever. It is warfare. It is fucked up. It is crazy. And I thought this movie was phenomenal. And I thought about it. I still think about it. The one. Anyways, there's the grotesqueness of it is something that has stuck with me since. And again, I think the performances from everyone, Will Poulter especially, is just. It's phenomenal, man. I think it's well written, well directed, and again, it's crazy to think that this is based on something that actually happened, on the account of it's. I want to say Alex. Oh my goodness, I should have this ready.
It was another Alex, yeah, right. It was an actual soldier. Yeah, it's really great. I agree with you. It is very anxiety.
Ray Mendoza. Sorry, I was going to say Alex Mendoza. I was like, that doesn't seem right. It's Ray
Alex.
Mendoza and Alex Garland.
I'm sorry. I also could. I said the same thing. So
yeah.
But it's cool because it really does show the horrors of war. And there's a lot of the problem with war movies is that they often can be interpreted as kind of like a glorification of war, even if they're intended to be like a show of the horrors. It's a strange consequence of making a war movie. I find, and I feel like this really doesn't feel good to watch in any way. I feel like there's almost no way to interpret it that way unless you're maybe, I don't know,
a psychopath. I don't know. I
don't want to be too harsh, but maybe it was our circumstance watching it. Maybe that just made me feel that way. But I just feel like it overall, it's excellent. It's really excellent, and it's heart pounding the whole way, and you're at the edge of your seat, and you just want these young lads to survive. It's really excellent. I really love it. But I also never want to watch it ever again. Thank you.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's my pick, and I'm having a tough one with this. I don't know what I'm going to pick because I feel like if I pick one that you don't pick, then I'm going to be like,
honorable mentions.
Which show won best drama at the Emmys? Do you remember? Oh, it was The Pit.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. Season 2 is right around the corner. Maybe I'll watch.
And then the best comedy was Hacks again, or is it something different?
No, it was The Studio.
Oh, good. Oh yeah, The Studio. Oh, that's another one I forgot. I forgot it.
Yeah.
I forgot to add that. It's harder for me to track the shows I have because I don't have Letterboxd. Letterboxd, I just went through the scores and I just picked the ones with the highest scores. That's how I basically did it. But for the shows, I don't have that. Letterboxd was supposed to get TV shows, but it never did. It just never did that. They promised that. Wasn't that 2 years ago? It was a while ago now.
That seems right. Yeah.
I'm really having trouble with this last one. I'm not sure what to pick. I'm going to go with, I think it makes the most sense. And this is a show that did not win. I feel like it deserved to win, perhaps, the Emmy. I did have problems with it, though, to be honest. And because it wasn't perfect, but I think it had something to do with, I don't know, maybe being rushed to finish the season. But Severance season 2. I think Severance is excellent. And Not to pick two season twos here, but I guess I have, so it's too late. But yeah, Apple TV Plus's Severance season 2. I think that whole team, Dan Erickson and Ben Stiller and like Adam Scott and Britt Lowry, they just kill it. The overall that the cinematography in that show, the music, everything about it is really, really great. I just didn't love certain elements of the way they handled certain characters near the end. I feel like it felt a bit rushed. But other than that, I loved the show. I thought it was excellent overall, and I can't wait for the third season, which I think is a long way out. I got to be real. It seems like it's still going to be like not this year, but 2027. It seems like the spring of 2027 is what I was reading recently, which kind of sucks. So there is that. But yeah. It's a pretty big hit from a viewership level. It seems like Apple TV has had a few hits on their hands in terms of viewership, which is fantastic. But it's such a great mystery show, and we talked about this on our very long review. In that, the one of the greatest things about this show, and it's one of the greatest things about Pluribus, actually, is like the Vince Gilligan show, is that it takes a concept and it really explores every aspect of this really kind of smart and intelligently built idea. The skeleton of the show exists, but could you bend this idea in various ways and still land with the idea intact? Or are you going to find yourself in a plot hole situation where things fall apart pretty easily? And Severance is not afraid to keep asking the tough questions of the concept of, if your mind were split into the concept of the work-life balance, where when you go to work, you only remember work things, and when you go to you're back to your life, you only remember life things. How would that work? What would relationships look like? How could you possibly sustain relationships at home versus at work? Would you question what you were doing in either spot? Would the outie and the innie conflict with each other? Would they cause each other issues? What could happen in those situations? And they just keep asking and asking and asking and asking the questions of what this company is about. How does Lumen, the big company that runs the Severance program, are they a shady organization? Why do they even want to do this program? Is it really an altruistic goal? It's a giant corporation? Is kind of the questions. And then this crazy cast of characters is all like thrown into it, with Christopher Walken somehow in the cast. It's just insane. It's an insane concept, and it's really, really like a great workplace drama that is sometimes almost a comedy, but really ultimately a drama. It's awesome. I recommend it to all. Watch season 1 obviously first, but yeah, season 2 really good. And it didn't necessarily get snubbed because I'm sure The Pit is awesome, but I feel like Severance didn't win the first time either. So I think it's really excellent. We'll see what they do with season 3. Maybe they can iron out some of the kinks that they had with season 2 that I felt like they didn't quite nail on, hit the nail on the head exactly. But anyway, sorry, I've talked too long.
No, man, it's cool. I like hearing your voice.
Okay,
cool. So my third.
Oh, you have nothing to say about Severance? I'm surprised.
Oh, yeah. I guess. Sorry, you just hit the nail. Like, I don't know. It's like, what else should I add to it? You honestly hit every point. You did a great job. I agree. I think. I don't think I was as harsh on it as you were. I thought this was like a really entertaining and crazy season of TV. And it had me, at the edge of my seat, waiting week to week on, what was going to happen next. And again, I think there's this like weirdness, quirkiness that's in the show that is like, it's so odd, but somehow just works in the context of everything. I do think like this season did have like, one episode, which I thought was fairly weak. But apart from that, I really enjoyed it as a whole. And I think the performances from everyone, and, Tremel Tillman winning best supporting actor in a drama was so well deserved. Yeah. Like it's just, I just think this is a stellar TV series. And again, it's crazy that it wasn't my favorite of the year, considering that this year has been just so packed with such quality TV and movies that it's hard to pick and choose, man. It's hard to pick and choose.
Yeah, I feel like my list of like extra stuff is very long. There's a few here that I'm like, should I have picked Severance? I don't know. I picked it because I just can't decide. They were all really good. But I have like 12. I have 12 things picked. So it's like, it's insane. Anyway, what else you got? What's your last one?
So this is a tough one as well, because I got a few that I'm kind of juggling, but I don't know. Do I do it's not really a basic bitch answer, but I feel like this is probably on many of people's lists. So I'll just say it, because this was the one time where I was sitting in the theater watching a scene unfold, and I literally was like, oh my goodness, am I just watching like a masterpiece kind of play out in front of me? And that is with Sinners, directed by, oh my goodness,
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler. I literally had Ryan, and I just kept on saying Johnson in my head because we were just talking about. I'm happy to help
because I've been really struggling with names in this segment. There's just we're looking at so many different properties, and there's a lot of different people involved. So anyway, Ryan Coogler.
And I just think this movie was something so cool and unique. A really awesome cast, Michael B. Jordan playing like a pair of brothers, and this movie kind of starting off as this like Prohibition era gangster movie, and then evolving into a vampire horror movie with this amazingly menacing villain played by, Jack O'Connell, right? Oh man, now I'm questioning because I'm thinking Josh.
I think
O'Connor.
So. I'll look it up while you
Jack
talk.
O'Connell, yeah, and something that just hit the mark on being very frightening for sure, but also just like this artistic masterpiece, and kept me hooked throughout the entire 2+ hour runtime. It was awesome, dude, and it was really awesome. And again, there's this scene in the middle of the movie that essentially bridges the gap between the Prohibition era gangster to the horror piece of the movie, where this dance number plays out and this musical number plays out, and the cinematography moving around this like barnyard bar, and
the music, Ludwig Göransson's score is just like freaking divine. Yeah,
and just I was sitting there just watching him, and like, wow, I'm watching something truly special right now, and I'm like experiencing something that's probably going to stick with me for years. And I mean, it did. It has stuck with me for not years, but a long ass time.
Well, not yet.
So I don't know. I think that movie's really special. I really liked it. I think one of my favorite movies of the year for sure. And I mean, heck, man, I'll watch anything Ryan Coogler does. Why the heck not? I gotta watch. I'm in. I gotta watch Creed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see what he does next. Well, no, he might be doing Black Panther next, actually. I'm not sure. No, I think there's maybe one movie between that. We'll see. Because isn't the next Black Panther 2027? Is that what they said?
I have no idea.
Or is it 2028? We talked about it at one point, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, no, it was awesome. They also introduced us to Miles Caton, who seems like pretty talented dude, like skilled fella. Awesome. A young guy. But yeah, it's just the music that really sticks out to me the most. But we watched it in IMAX, and I almost feel like it biased me a little bit because it really is incredible in IMAX, but not everyone gets to see it in that same. There's almost a problem with that and seeing it. I want to see like every Nolan movie that ever exists in there. And this was shot with 70 millimeter film as well. So it's really kind of built for an IMAX setting if you can find a 70 millimeter theater showing IMAX as an example. But it's so good. It's just that was a true like cinematic experience this year that I'm so glad I witnessed. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
Michael Both Jordans killed it.
Michael Both Jordans.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, I'm done, I guess, and you've done yours. I've got a lot of honorary mentions. Let's just go through them. I guess really quick. Black Bag, so good.
That was good.
It's amazing. Alien Earth I've got on here as well. Yeah, Steven Soderbergh. Alien Earth from Noah Hawley. Man, what a freaking that's so good. That was only something I saw recently. Amazing. I'll throw it to you actually. Let's go back and forth. What do you got for me?
Yeah, Adults. FX's Adults series, which is like a nice little it brought me back to that like sort of sitcom era, like just really fun comedy. These 20-something-year-olds living in a house together, just having a good time. Loved it.
Right.
Loved it.
Yeah. The next one I'll say is The Studio. I mean, how did we not mention that yet?
Yeah. I mean, we did.
It's incredible.
technically.
We did. We mentioned
yeah.
it, but not for the list. The studio
Yeah.
is amazing. As much as it won the Emmy, and we kind of just disparaged it a little bit. No, I'm kidding. We didn't. But like that is the best comedy of the year, I think. For me, at least, for what I've seen, I think it's excellent. Seth Rogen killed it. I throw it to you.
The Chair Company TV series, Tim Robinson's The Chair Company series, wacky. Yeah. It was awesome. Brought my wife into the Tim Robinson style of humor, kind of like accepting it. So I think this was a really fun, great time.
Yeah, that's true. Pluribus. I mean, I didn't see the last episode yet, so maybe maybe I'm a bit of a poser with the last.
You're gonna hate it because of the last episode.
I guess we'll see. But Vince Gilligan returns. It's pretty cool. This premise is awesome. I think this is really great. I'm very curious to see how the next seasons play out. I don't know how even the finale plays out, so we'll see. But all right, throw it to you again.
Zach Kreger's Weapons.
I don't even have weapons here. I completely forgot to add that. That's amazing. Yeah.
Such a fun horror movie, genuinely hilarious, brilliantly, played out. Makes me so excited for his Resident Evil movie. That's, I think, next year.
The blockbuster beginning of the DCU and Superman, I think is amazing. I think it's incredible. It's really fun. It's really funny at times as well. And it's a movie rooted in kindness, which I think,
is woke.
Somehow rub people the wrong way. I mean, that's a message you can't stand behind if you're a conservative. Anyway, whatever. But yeah, James Gunn killed it. I'm so excited about the DCU. By the way, I didn't say this earlier. I've never been less interested in the MCU because of the Chris Evans reveal. I think it's awful. It's just so stupid. You're dumb, and I don't know how you make that. To me, I'm just like, I don't know. I care the least I've ever cared about the MCU at this point. So
fair enough.
It's too bad. Anyway, you have any more on your list there?
Yeah, it's not fully done. The series finale is in a week, but Stranger Things, man, going on that journey, rewatching all 4 seasons, and then now watching the 5th season. I love Stranger Things, man. I'm going to be a fan of this for good. I hate myself for forgetting how much I liked this show and how good this show was, and I'm glad that I was able to rewatch it and remind myself of this quality that it has.
Yeah, the only flaw in it probably being that these are 20-year-olds and shouldn't be in high school. But anyway,
honestly, it doesn't bother me at all.
You just ignore it, eh? It's just completely. Dude, I think so. Like I ignore it. Like it's just like falls to the wayside. It's like the CGI in Squid Game. I didn't care at a certain point.
I hate that argument, man. We like, especially in the aughts and like the mid aughts and like the 90s, you had 20-something-year-olds playing high schoolers in every show, every movie.
A bit different.
Yeah, we have seen them age. It's a 4-year jump.
Yeah.
They're pretty much the same age as, the actors like Nancy and Jonathan and Steve were when they were playing high schoolers. It's like, it's fine.
But some of them look pretty old. That's the issue. It's more like Noah Schnapp, as an example, is a completely different person.
He looks very different.
He looks like an adult. It's okay though.
He's great,
I'm soft on this idea, but it's the only flaw I feel like in what I've seen to be a really good season so far.
I think the weirdest part actually of season 5, I was bringing it up because I was watching it with my fiance. I'm like, Millie Bobby Brown got lip filler this season, right? Like, it's like, she's like, yeah, it's like a thing online. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm not just imagining.
Wait,
because she's like,
from the beginning of the season. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I think you were saying it would be funny if it was in the midway point.
Oh no. She has lip filler this entire season. She's serving, as they say.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Is that it?
Last but certainly not least, this is actually my number 1 pick: Jurassic World Rebirth. 10 out of 10. I'm just kidding.
Right.
But I do love that movie. It's fun. Dinosaurs killing people. Let's do it. Let's have some bad exposition on a boat. Who the fuck cares? Dinosaurs are killing people.
Okay, if you say so. Okay, yeah, cool. I think I listed all my honorable mentions. Oh no, Peacemaker season 2. I think it was awesome.
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was really good.
You didn't like it as much, but based on it was good.
I thought it was great. I think it's a great season of TV. I don't think it's as good as the first, but it's good.
I disagree. But sure.
That's why I said I think. That's why I said I think, Simon. You disagree with what That
Yes.
I think that? You disagree that I
disagree
think
with
that?
No, that's not what I said. I disagree.
No, that's what you said. That's
what you said.
No, you said that you disagree with what I think. That I think that, not with what I think.
I don't think that's what I said. You're getting real defensive here. Okay, let's move on now. This was a good segment. Thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate it. It was good.
Dude, no worries. You owe me $50.
We should do a hype. Yeah, we should do a hype version of this. I don't know if we should do it in 2 weeks when it's the new year.
Yeah.
But
what are we most hyped about?
Yeah, we did it right in the nick of time, just before the end of the year, because this episode airs on the 30th, so it's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Cool.
Now into a segment of our show that I like to call A Look to the Future. A portion of our podcast where each of us present at least 3 of our picks for the TV series or movies that look most interesting to us that are releasing between the dates of December 30th and January 12th, 2020. Oh, sorry. That doesn't make sense. Between December 30th, 2025 and January 12th, 2026, a two-week period, Adrian. As is customary, you go first.
Okay, man.
So do your thing.
I will go first. My first pick, the series finale of Stranger Things, releasing on December 31st, the final episode, wrapping it all up. Heck yeah, dude. 2 hours. I'm there. It sucks that it's on New Year's Eve at 8 p.m. I'm not going to watch it then. I'm going to be doing lines of cocaine, dude, in my bathroom. You know, that's what I do on New Year's. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that.
Wow.
But, you know, I'm going to have a little potluck, which I invited you to, if you still want to come.
You did.
If if you change your mind and want to come. Because you don't necessarily want to come.
I will let you know, but I'm not going to do it live.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll let everyone know how you responded next episode.
Okay. We'll talk about it next time if you remember. If you remember, though, I don't know if you'll remember.
Happy New Year. Cool.
Okay. My pick for this coming 2-week period, Adrian, is a movie I think you're very, very hyped for. It is a movie called Greenland 2 Migration.
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited for that?
I am.
Marina Baccarin, Gerard Butler.
I'm unironically kind of excited about this.
Yeah. You said unironically or ironically?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me too. I think so too. I actually really quite enjoyed the first one. I feel like it was kind of well composed, to be fair.
Yeah.
The cool thing about House of Dynamite, by the way, is it is kind of a disaster movie. It's just the ending's not good, but I'm sure there'll be an ending to this movie because this is predominantly a thriller rather than being like a art house film. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I am going to choose a zombie movie that's coming out actually early next year, starring Daisy Ridley, called We Bury the Dead. This kind of just looks like a fun time. Is it going to be good? I don't know. The trailer shows this like scene in a bus like 3 times in the trailer, genuinely, where she's like in the bus and the zombies coming at her. I don't know. Let's watch it.
Let's watch it.
Let's watch it. Why the heck not? Cool.
Yes, indeed. I'm. Sorry. You have more to say about that?
No.
Okay, sounds good. My next pick is going to be. We just talked about it actually. I think you said you wanted to watch it. The Pit, season 2 begins on January 8th. So that should be interesting. Medical drama where it's like 24, the show 24. Do you ever watch 24? Did we talk about this?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, we did.
The original 24. I didn't watch like the sequel series.
I think I watched some of the original and I watched the sequel series, which wasn't that good. The sequel series was...
I think I watched the first like few episodes. I'm like, I'm fine without this. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, cool.
Okay, and my final pick, Simon, is a horror movie about a monkey going crazy called Primate. It's like a bunch of people. They go to like a house. This person, she has a pet chimpanzee. Something's wrong with the chimpanzee today. He wants to kill all the people. So he's killing all the people in this house.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did we talk about Hamnet already?
That came out last time, I thought.
Oh, it's just a wide release.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. There's not that much. I feel like this 2-week period. This is like the smallest amount probably of the entire year.
Yeah.
The 2 weeks after, there's a lot more. I got one more though. I think in TV shows is fine, but for TV shows, the show that stands out to me is what I thought was originally a miniseries, but it's The Night Manager season 2, Adrian, which returns with Tom Hiddleston as a spy. That's it's on Prime Video. It launches on January 11th. You haven't seen the first season, I don't believe, so I don't think this is
I have not
necessarily for you, but it does look really cool.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else you want to?
No. The one thing that I forgot to mention though about that Primate movie.
Yeah.
You know who? You want to know who it's directed by? Johannes Roberts.
Oh, great.
Who directed the hit Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City movie, which is a great movie. I stand by it. This movie though, 92%. Primate, 92% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. 25 reviews.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah.
Do you think, I can't remember, is Zach Cregger's next movie Resident Evil?
It is.
Oh, wow. That would be soon.
I think it's
then.
next year.
Oh, wow. That's soon. This could be like actually like a really good one. Like this is like the golden age of video game adaptations in film and TV.
Yeah, it started with Johannes Roberts' Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City.
No, it didn't. It did not. Don't you dare. What was the start though? I'm trying to think about it. It wasn't that because I was too late, but there was
Last of Us?
specifically
Season 1?
No, it was something before that for sure.
Mario Brothers
I'm
movie.
blank. No, that was after.
The Uncharted movie.
I wouldn't call that the.
Yeah.
There's a very weird scene in that movie that makes no sense on a plane. If you remember correctly.
Yeah. Where's the blood?
What I'm talking about.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Who
I
cares?
don't know. There's no blood. Makes no sense.
I have no idea.
There was one before The Last of Us that was really striking. Fallout was after. Arcane was before The Last of Us, for one thing.
Was it?
So that's automatically.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? The first season?
Maybe you're
There's
right.
a gap between the seasons, right? Arcane.
Yeah.
Season
Dude, was
1?
Arcane season 2 this year? No, that was last year.
That was last year. Because it got beat out by Fallout.
Preposterous. Fucking preposterous.
November 6th, 2021 was Arcane season 1. It wasn't just post-COVID though. We there was something before it. I'm blanking on it. I'm feeling bad about it. I don't know why I can't figure this out. It's another big video game launched before. I don't know, man. Whatever. Let's just wrap this up. FNAF. No, that was after as well. I mean, whatever. Okay. Well, anything else you want to add to the audience before we wrap this show up, sir?
No, let's wrap it up, baby. Let's wrap it up.
Alrighty. Thank you for listening, audience, to episode 126 of Split Focus, a film and TV podcast. My name is Simon Eady, and it has been a pleasure to host you alongside my Christmas boy co-host, Adrian Benter. Please join us on January 13th for episode 127. Good evening to you and good luck.
Ho, ho, ho. It's me, Christmas boy Adrian. I actually dressed up as Santa this year again.
Nice.
But yeah, thank you. Always a pleasure, man. You take care. Have a good night.
Goodbye.
Take care.